Congratulations, first place. Ooh, second place. Hello? Hello? Okay. Never been first. I know you'd be happy to be here. Hello. Hi. Hi, Prez. Okay, that was really odd because I could see you heard. I could. T. Hello.
Hey, how you doing there?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a moment because I had a moment because oh wait, you're already in there. Oh good, you're already in there. You're already
Yeah.
in.
Cool.
Now I don't have your camera yet, so I'm sure we'll be able to figure that out, and then we're gonna get started in earnest.
Yes.
Why can't I see your camera?
Oh, my camera's not on. That's why. Give me 1 second. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. Hello, chat. Hello. Hi, Prez. I wanted to share our chats. Is that possible?
Yes, it should be because I should be able to say, start sharing chat, and boom.
There we go.
Chat sharing.
Chat is sharing.
Off and running.
Hello, chat. Hi, Prez. Hi, David. Hello. We're gonna do some real Magic the Gathering today. Oh my goodness. Starman, Travin. I can't see you. Mm-mm.
You can't see me at all?
Mm-mm.
If
No.
you go into my screen, you'll see how I've got things set up.
Okay, let me go. Yo, Mike. Hello, Mike. What's up? Sorry it took so long, by the way, T. Today was a day. Today was a day.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having a day today.
Yeah. It's not a bad day, though. It's just a busy day.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, I like the little magic background. Okay.
You like it?
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. Look, I got my look at my cards here. Look, 7th edition. Ooh.
Look at you. I love it. And that's a throwback. So,
yeah.
So do you have a setup like this one where you've got a camera pointing down and we're gonna
so
do the cards like
working on. Look, I got my camera here. I got a second camera here. We're working on it.
Brilliant. Okay, you got it working on it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I figure when your scene is ready, then it'll just transfer over here in the stream itself, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
Hi. By the way, hi everybody from Ash's stream. The last time I had a chance to talk to you lovely people, Ash was handing me my butt as a dragon in the dragon games. I want to say clearly for your chat.
Back to our show.
Ash is still welcome in our home. No, I didn't mean it about Burger King. I will still cook for Ash whenever she wants to.
Wow.
Come on. It was the heat of battle.
Wow. It's true. It was the heat of the battle. That's true.
But I was out of control that night.
Hold on. I'm not sure why your camera T is about 50% my volume. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that.
Thank you.
Let me fix that. I got you. Let's do this.
We got this.
Your volume is all the way up to 200 now.
I
just had to turn you up in the browser. How about now? Talk now and let me see.
I am so excited about tonight, and I'm thrilled that Ash is sharing her time and her chat with me tonight here. How did that sound?
They said much better.
Okay. because I know you're coming in. You're coming in pretty hot on my stream,
Okay.
but I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do, because I tried adjusting your volume and that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not necessarily stressing out about it. I figure if we if we need to adjust, we can adjust. But yeah, should just be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But
I got.
I think we are good to go. Or at
Okay.
least I'm good to go on my end.
Okay. I'm getting my camera to find a better spot for it. Um. Oh, you know what? No. Okay. Let me think about this. First of all, I don't know why your camera's not showing up for me though. It's showing
Um,
as off.
I see. Yeah. Now if you're, hang on. I just had this in a separate window here. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that.
Let me fix that, and then I'm gonna fix my other camera here. Are you using? Hi, Minoc. Are you using a virtual camera in OBS by any chance?
Right now, I am not. Right now,
That's
I am not. I'm just.
so that's why you're able to see mine, because in Stream Together, I have the virtual camera on, so that way it's showing on my like my regular camera can be used in OBS, and it's sending a virtual camera signal to Stream Together. So if you don't know how to set that up, I can tell you. If you don't want to set it up, it's fine. But then on my stream, no one will be able to see your camera or your stream.
Then I think I know how to get it back into this scene if I have to, because I've set this up. I've set this scene up right now. I've set it up pretty like I've set it up like a normal thing. The only difference is that you're coming in under the browser under the browser window with your virtual camera, etc., etc. So if you want me to go on ahead and set that up, I can go on ahead and set up a virtual camera.
Okay.
Let me
So
just see.
what you can do is in the settings, you can choose source or scene. If you want everybody to see like your, the way you got the overlay of your
Yeah.
camera on top of the desk and stuff, pick whatever that scene is and
I
then
just did.
pick that as the output selection, and
Yep.
then start the virtual camera, and then select the virtual camera in OBS in Stream Together.
Okay, interesting. It's already selected, so it should. Yep.
Thank
okay.
you, Team Kills.
And confirm.
There you.
And
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look
the guy
at
who wrote,
it.
the guy who wrote Twitch for Dummies, and he's actually figured out something.
Now let's go.
Now the thing is though, if I want to put in this virtual camera into the scene that I have on my current stream, which has got your virtual camera and supposedly my virtual camera, I'm assuming I swap out my card camera and main studio camera for my virtual camera, correct?
All right,
Or
we're
did
going
I
on
just-
4 hours of sleep, so we might have to hear that one more time. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me understand. Why are we doing this? First of all, because the way it looks on your stream and not a way
Yeah.
that it looks on my stream is perfect.
Okay, then we can just do that. Then we'll just go with that.
We don't need to adjust anything, FYI.
If we don't need to do anything, then we fine.
We're good. We're good.
We're more than
Chat.
good.
Chat, how's T looking? I just need to get the camera set up so everybody can see my cards, and then we're extra good.
There you go.
And then we're ready. And we got chat connected. We got music playing in the background. We're all good.
Yep, we are.
All
We
right.
I'm
We
happy.
love when things work. I love when things work. Okay,
I love
I
when
need.
a plan comes together.
Me too. I need to get a better stand for this camera so I could kind of show it over the table. So give me 1 second. Let
So-
me get that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no sweat.
Mhm.
Well, you go on ahead because I got a special something I've got planned for us when you get back.
Okay. You're gonna
All right.
entertain the crowd, and I'll be right back.
I will entertain the chat until you get back, and then we're gonna entertain the chat while you're still continuing setup. You go on ahead and you do you.
And Bobby just arrived, by the way.
Hey, yo, Bobby. Okay, that's why chat is here, everybody. So I can honestly say Ash is one of the people that was instrumental in me getting back into Magic the Gathering. I had a very bad experience with MTG, not the Congresswoman, the actual game, Magic the Gathering, and because of that, I'm uh, I'm now back in, and I'm in deep. I'm in deep, chat. I have been collecting cards harder now than I did in my 20s when I was first into this flipping game. But okay, for my stream, we got an ad break that's gonna be ending in about an hour and a half. Let's try that again. A minute and a half. I am off a clipped, everybody. But yeah, it so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Noir. I had a very toxic experience with it back in the 90s. My chat has already heard this story, but I had a very toxic experience with it. And it was hearing that Ash was getting into it, hearing that Steve, my best friend, Steve Saylor, was getting into it, hearing that all these friends of mine were getting into Magic the Gathering. I said, damn it, I'm gonna have to start over. I'm gonna have to get back into this. And when I got into it, they were just releasing Foundations. But then I discovered Duskmourn. And you all probably know this after, maybe hearing Ash talk about me when I come in with a raid. I'm a paranormal investigator. So Duskmourn was right up my alley. And I freaking love Duskmourn. And it was like a twofer. Right after Duskmourn was Aetherdrift. I'm a big Formula One fan. And so I had two of these sets back to back that just absolutely broke me in a lot of ways. And then Mike the Quad has now gotten us all commander decks, us being the boys. We're doing Magic on Mondays right now. Myself, Mike the Quad, Thormagander, and Steve Saylor. And Mike bought us all commander decks of Tarkir Dragonstorm. So the thing about them Foundations, I will tell you this, Noir. If Foundations had existed back in the 90s, I'd still be playing today. But we didn't have that back in the 90s. It was an entirely different thing back in the 90s. But Duskmourn, that's a hell of a set, man. That's a hell of a set. I might be bringing in Duskmourn tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And right now, I feel for Ash because what she's doing right now, I struggled with that. It took me, I think, 3 different iterations before I finally got the setup that I wanted. And what I was going to recommend to Ash is that I don't know how much room is in front of her desk and the back wall, but I have a lot of space between me and the back wall. So I have a boom arm that's connected on the far end of my desk, and it reaches around, and then I can put the camera over it, well, like what I've got here, and then I just take the camera and I flip it, and then that's what gives me this. That's what gives me this. Now, while Ash is doing this, I wanted to point this out to you. I got, I know you probably see some of these things in my back corner here. I got a care package from Mike the Quad, and he set me up with a lot of stuff. I'm just going to come out and say that. But one of the things that he set me up with was this. I had several packs of these mystery cards. This is the last mystery booster pack that I have. I wanted to wait until you got on here so that I could open it up with you together.
Oh, I love it.
I'm not going to play anything from it.
Okay.
But tonight. But I just wanted to open it with you just so we can see what was in here.
Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. We're almost there. Look at this. Oh, wait, you know what? I gotta switch. So, how are people gonna see what I'm doing on your stream?
Well, that's just it. If you switch, well, that's the thing. If you switch your scene to the overhead, because I didn't know if you had because I have a completely separate scene. The scene you're looking at is called Card Reveal, and that's when I'm buying. And this is the thing we're probably going to be talking about. Knock wood if we get approved. But one of the things that I have is I have a play together scene where I'm using the Card Reveal as a virtual camera. I told my OBS use Card Reveal. Card Reveal is when I'm by myself and it's just the camera and my play mat and my camera.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay, I know how to fix this problem.
This is
You're
why I love Ash. I love Ash
you
so much
you
because I,
just
I I bang an idea off of Ash. And he's like, "Oh, I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it!"
yeah, now I know how to fix it. Now I know how to
There you
fix
go.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, what we need to do is make this. No,
So
we
you thought
need
you were
to
going to see a Magic the Gathering stream, and you're getting like a one-on-one Twitch, one-on-one
you're
Twitch stream.
yeah, you're getting an OBS a breakdown of how to do troubleshooting and okay.
Rule one of Stream Together: don't use Streamlabs. Thank you, and welcome to my TED Talk.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Yeah. That is
yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah.
yeah. Not any of those TPS reports.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been, Ash? You doing all right?
I am very busy. I'm good
I
though.
hear
It's
that.
like a good busy. All in one stream. We're here for it. Exactly. I am doing great. A lot of my time is devoted to the guild, of course.
Of course.
And it's good work. I had a very productive and awesome meeting today,
Nice,
which I'm really happy about. It's going to bring a lot of opportunity to people, so I'm very excited about that. And okay, I think I got my scene set up. Okay, I'm going to stop the virtual camera for a second and then
Right.
change this to a scene, and then it's going to turn.
I'm back. Look at
Yup.
that. This is the first time I've ever hosted a stream together, and I'm actually pulling it off.
There we go. Okay, so
go.
that's done.
Yo! Let's go, gamers! Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. We're ready. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This is amazing.
So I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to go on ahead and open up this mystery pack.
Yeah.
And with you. So let's see what happened. And I think just for a little extra light, I'm going to go on ahead and pop this on. There you go. Whoop, nope. I don't want green. It's only for when I go ghost hunting.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how we do. That's actually not too bad. Okay, and I can bring it down. There we go.
Boom.
Straighten that up. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. So here we
Nixie. Oh, we just got an awesome raid from Nixie.
Yo, Nixie. Hey,
What's
yo.
up? Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Nixie. How was your ASMR broadcast? We're doing a stream together today. This is like the first time I've ever streamed physical magic cards on a broadcast. Everyone, please go and give Nixie a follow. Except my gremlins. Listen, we love gremlins. We're loot goblins here. We're Magic the Gathering gremlins here. Thank you so much. Everyone, please go and give Nixie a follow. And what did you do on your broadcast? Oh, ASMR, duh. What, like, is there a special kind of ASMR that you do? Like, tell us a little bit about it. I would love to hear. And welcome in. If you've never been here, my name is Ash. I'm co-streaming today with the Tea Monster, who is absolutely incredible, is a storyteller, a writer, a ghost hunter, a great conversationalist, and keeper of Dorito, the cutest kitty.
I tell you something, Dorito has Ash wrapped around his little dew claw. I mean, he really does. He really does.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I will tell you right now, Ash, you're going to go through several different iterations of this setup because it was on the third or fourth one that I was like, you know what? I think I've got it. And then everything finally clicked, and I'm like, okay, this is how I'm streaming Magic the Gathering from this point on.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
I love it.
So so this is a mystery pack.
Okay.
And in this mystery pack, again, this is part of a huge freaking care package that I got from Mike the Quad about Magic the Gathering, something we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Okay.
And there were several packs of these mystery cards. From what I understand, either A, you get these directly from one of two locations. Either A, you get them directly from Wizards of the Coast, or B, you get them directly from the Magic events like Magic Con Vegas, Magic Con Chicago, or something like that. And yeah, they were in my pack. And this is a mystery pack, which has everything from experimental cards that never got published to cards that like go back in the Magic lore, like all the way back to the beginning. And so
Mm-hmm.
so like for example, this is an experimental card that never that did not make the final cut. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Tax Taker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a creature. It's a rat advisor,
Mm.
and this is not a game. This is not for gameplay.
Mm.
See what the description is. Whenever an opponent pays a tax from a spell or permanent you control, create a number of treasure tokens equal to the amount of mana paid. This happens
Oh.
each time a spell you control, an ability of a permanent you control causes an opponent to pay extra mana. Cards
Mhm.
The cards that can tax opponents include Mana Tithe, Esper Sentinel, and Ghostly Prison.
Wow.
Yeah, but that card never-
Interesting.
card never
That
made.
the red Pikmin is staring into my soul. Oh, this one, this little red Pikmin right here. Nixie. Nixie says, I do mostly sleep aids and affirmations, and you did words on stream today. That sounds like a really beautiful
That's nice.
ASMR. Yeah.
Oof.
Mana Bond. That sounds really cool.
At the beginning of your end step, you may reveal your hand and put all land cards from it onto your battlefield. If you do, discard your hand.
Okay.
And this is and you'll notice this art is it's rare art. It's rare
Yeah,
art.
it's beautiful. Who's the artist on that one?
Darren Badler. Darren Badler.
Now, wait, before you, so are these the card, you just opened this pack. This is what was in that pack.
This is just what was in the pack. And
Got
again, it's a mystery pack, which means all the cards either come from a mystery deck, which mean they're super rare and they, you can't normally get them, or they come from discontinued sets. Like this one is actually part of the mystery deck. You can see that because the emblem here is a question mark.
Uh-huh.
And it is called I remember reading this much. It's called a white border card because the card is white.
Mhm.
And this is a snow-covered plains. So it's a plains, but it's the snow-covered plains. And it's just- the mystery cards have been so much fun because they're either from, like for example, this one is from this is from the 2020 set of Magic. This is from the 2020 set.
Mhm.
And it's a rare card. It's shared summons. It's an instant. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. Not a bad card to have.
I like that. That sounds useful. Like, especially if you know you're casting a lot of creatures, like a red deck or something, or green deck, and you want like a bigger creature faster.
Exactly. Sunlit Marsh. This is just a land card, but when tapped, it adds either plains or swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sunlit Marsh enters the battlefield tapped. So that's a nice little swivel point to have, because you might need black, you might need white. You never know.
So
That's another.
Steve. Oh my God, sorry. T.
We're
I don't know what's
interchangeable.
my brain today. T.
Yes.
We're looking at the cards in this pack, which is awesome, and I definitely want you to share like the ones that you're excited about. But what I'm curious about is, do you want to like play a game virtually, or do we want to just look at our favorite cards and talk about our favorite cards?
Well, if you've got a deck ready to go, I've got a deck ready to go. I was just saving this. I was saving this final open because this was my last mystery pack. I was just saving it for you because I thought you'd enjoy.
Yeah, no, I do. Okay. Nope. Yep. I want to hear. I want to see it. See it. Yep.
This is where I'm pulling the deck from. The deck I'm pulling from here, and I can't. And I'm anxious to show you this too.
Yes.
This you're gonna see this up close and personal at TwitchCon this year. This is one of my travel boxes.
Okay.
So anyway,
it's time to duel. Yeah.
Now, if you want to jump because of the time, if you want to jump straight to the to the game, we can do that. But that was the only reason I waited to open this last pack.
No, no. I want to see the cards. I want to
Okay.
see the cards. Yeah.
So again, here's just again, these are two different sets. I don't know what set this one is, but this is from Magic the Gathering 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So we got two different sets here, both green cards. This one is an Elf Shaman, the Viridian Shaman. When Viridian Shaman comes into play, this is what is known as a removal card.
Mm-hmm.
When Viridian Shaman comes into play, destroy target artifact. Well, that's how you win friends and influence people in Magic.
Yeah.
Swarming Goblins. This is a much older card. I'm not sure where this one comes from. But it's a goblin creature. When swarming goblins enter the battlefield, roll a d20. If you get 1 through 9 on the d20, you create a 1/1 red goblin creature. 10 through 19, create 2 of these tokens. You rolled a nat 20, create 3 of those tokens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Hellspark Eternal. It's an elemental. Oh, it's got 2 of my favorites: Trample and Haste. At the beginning of the end steps, sacrifice Hellspark in elemental. And then there's a special mechanic called Unearthed, which is really nice. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Okay, wait, what is that? Bone Shredder.
Yeah, and you see this is what a normal card looks like, but this is what the older cards look like.
Oh yeah, I have a few in that set actually.
Yeah, and this is it's a minion.
Okay.
Has flying and echo. I don't know the mechanic of echo. That's an older one. During your next upkeep, during your next upkeep, after this permanent comes under your control, pay its casting cost or sacrifice it. When Bone Shredder comes to play, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature.
Okay.
That's one thing. Go ahead.
I got a question for you. Did you enjoy any of the Forgotten Realms cards or the Lord of the Rings cards, or is that like not really up your alley?
Oh no, the Lord of the Rings was up my alley, but the problem was I wasn't into Magic at the time. When I came back into Magic, Duskmourn, actually Noir asked me about that in your chat. Duskmourn was the most recent thing to come out, and then Foundations came out. And we had this little discussion while you were away. Foundations was the box set that came out that basically reintroduced Magic to people who had never played it before. And it was the Foundations concept was so well done. I've told people, if this had come out in the 90s, when I first started playing Magic, I'd still be playing Magic. I had a very toxic experience with Magic back in the 90s.
Also, Mike the Quad is here. Hi, Mike. How's it going?
Yeah, speak of the man himself.
Hi, JB. Hello, JB. Hi, Mike. Hello. We're looking at Magic cards. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You had a toxic experience.
Very toxic.
Okay.
Very toxic. So I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why the boys and you have something I want to talk about. So here's the thing. Every Monday, and this may change in time in scheduled times, but every Monday morning, I get together with Mike the Quad, Thormagander, and Steve Saylor, and we play Magic, and we call it Magic with the Boys. Boys spelled B-O-I-Z or B-O-Y-Z. And I was talking with Thor today, and I mentioned that I was playing with you, and Thor said this would really work out great if Ash wanted to join us, because I want what did he say? I want to step out of our Commander games and just let the 3 of you play. But if we got Ash in, it would even things out, and it'd be great, because I told Ash about Commander decks, and Ash was like, I'd like to learn how to play that. And I wanted to invite you, if we can make it happen. I'd like to invite you to play Magic with the boys.
Yeah, I would
Um,
love that. I would love
if
that.
you,
I never played
if
a commander deck.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you want to learn how to play Commander,
Yeah.
because here's a funny thing, and this won't surprise you because it's Steve Thaler we're talking about. Steve is learning how to play Magic by playing a Commander deck,
Oh,
and on
yeah.
top of that, he chose a Doctor Who deck, and the Doctor Who decks, Thor. Now Thor has 30 years of playing experience, and
Yeah.
he said those are the most complicated decks to choose from when it comes to mechanics. And I'm like, well, that's Steve. That's Steve in a nutshell.
That's funny.
Oh, it's great. It's great. But yeah, I'll keep you in the loop on that, and we'll bring you in
Yeah.
because Thor has been lightly coaching Mike the Quad and really working with me and Steve in how to do a commander deck.
Yeah.
So
Hi,
yeah,
Grapple
that's
Girl. Hi,
okay. So we got
Yeah,
so
go
on this
ahead.
one we got this is a
Stormhold
That's
Crusader.
that's one thing that has not changed in all the time of Magic. The artwork has always been rock solid.
Yeah.
Stormgold Crusader, Zombie Knight. It offers protection from white. Stormgold Crusader gains flying until end of turn. That's for 1 swamp mana. For 2 swamp mana, Stormgold Crusader gets 1/0 until end of turn. That's a good card to have in your arsenal.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Let me see what else I got here. I have a few pre-made decks. Oh,
great.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'll
no,
work.
I have a few decks that I could use. They're just, all right.
Oh, but
okay.
so going back to what I was saying, when I got back into it though, Lord of the Rings had already come and gone. The Forgotten Realms one had also come and gone.
Yeah.
But and you'll appreciate this since you know me as well as you do. The set that had just come out was Duskmourn. It was called Duskmourn House of Horror. It dealt with ghosts, the paranormal, the Hammer House of Horror films, and I was like, this has been tailor made for me.
Mhm.
I mean, the cards are just straight up genius, and I love them all. So yeah, in fact, it's been 2 in a row with the different sets, because the first one that really hooked me was Duskmourn, and then right after Foundations had come out, the new set that was announced was Ether Drift, which is all racing. And I'm a Formula One nut, so I'm just like, let's keep it going. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been really fun.
Okay. I like it.
So this is return any 1 creature to your owner's hand. You draw a card.
That's a classic blue card. That's classic blue.
Classic.
Yeah. We love our unsummons and our returns and our, put that magic back. Put it back.
Get thee back.
Yeah.
This is Unsubstantiate, which is an instant. Return target spell or creature to its owner's hand, similar to my previous one.
Yeah.
All right, we've got the Resolute Reinforcements. Oh, that's a gorgeous card. Now you see some of these cards have resurfaced in Foundations, but these are the original suits. They're the original sets that they're from. This is a human soldier. It's got flash, and when Resolute Reinforcements enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token.
Okay.
Also
okay.
very nice.
Mike, I love the wash shuffling. Yeah, I'm like, these cards are like, I have the lands all separated from the actual cards. I don't know why I did that. I put all the lands on top. I must have been doing something specific.
Well, whenever I open my cards, I usually they see I tend to be that guy that whenever I get a foil, even a common one, I'm like, that's going straight into my binder.
Yeah,
so I know I've got some very powerful cards in my binders, but I'm like yeah, foils. They're foils. You understand me? They're foils.
They're foils. You gotta keep them separate. I have a ton of cards that I keep in a special box, which I'll show you all before we start playing a game here. But yeah, I want to hear the cards that are in your cool little box there.
So speaking of cool boxes, This was my first non Wizards of the Coast purchase. This is a company called Arcane Fortress,
Yeah.
and I wish I could get a partnership or an affiliateship with them, and they're ghosting me now, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, these are laser engraved um, travel boxes, and you'll see why I picked this out, because these particular boxes have portable play mats if you ever want to use them.
Oh, I like
And
that.
yeah, and everything is magnetic. So in here, I carry my counter die. I carry any kind of counters. I carry some of that in here. So I'm gonna pull some of these out.
I like
And I
that.
and I mean, it just makes travel a lot easier.
Yeah.
But the magnetic aspect of it is nice. So let's see. So I'm gonna pull out my tokens here,
Yeah. So
and
Mike, when I went to I'm showing chat these tokens that I got from an artist named RK Post, who you'll know from like some really famous cards actually.
oh wow,
And he was at
wow.
DreamHack Atlanta, and I bought this was the first time when Thor and I hung out in person for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And he had these cards for sale, so I bought the cat and the goblin king from Labyrinth, David Bowie.
See, if you know Pip, I would bring that card home for her just to say I love you, honey. You know.
I love it.
How long have you been playing Magic?
So I've had these cards for a mighty long time. So me and my cousin, we used to collect Magic cards way back in the day when I was in school, you know, and
Nice.
yeah, so I've had some cards. I have some cards as far back as ice. What's the ice one? I forget the name.
I know the one you're talking about. Again, that was when I was in my what I call the anti-magic phase.
Yeah, you said
Uh,
7th edition. Yes, I have some 7th edition cards as well.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's going back. That's going back. That's
Yeah,
going
Ice
back.
Age. Yeah, Ice Age. I have some Ice Age cards. Not many, but I have some.
See, if I had hung on to those cards from the '90s, I could have probably taken myself back to masters, back to school to get my master's degree. I don't know on what, but I'd be able to do something there. But yeah, so the experience that I had, the early experience I had with
Yeah.
it was so toxic
Yeah.
that, I mean, I sold like, and this is back in the '90s. I sold like a stack of either 500 or 750 cards for $150.
Yeah.
I just wanted them out of my house. I just wanted them out of my house.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I understand. They had a negative, you know, you had a negative association with it. I get it.
but
Yeah.
now we are where we are right now, and I've got the dragon scales shields. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, 7 cards. And I've got a playmat. I've got 2 more picked out for me, but I'm gonna wait until Father's Day and say this is what Daddy wants for Father's Day. And let's see. I've got my tokens. I got my tokens ready to go.
Yeah, Last Stand. I always was intrigued by the Last Stand card because it costs 1 of every mana, and there are heroes from every, like, you know, there's a zombie in here, there's a Llanowar elf, there's Merfolk of the Pearl Trident here, the Minotaur. I always thought that this was really cool, you know? So this is probably one of my oldest cards.
Wow.
Last Stand. I don't remember what set this is with the 2 little palm trees here. But yeah.
And you're right, Nor. It has a novel on the rules text. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never play Arena? You ever play Magic Arena?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I played Arena. I love now that I'm getting back into playing with like I've got my partner over at Old Spirits Investigations. I've got him playing Magic the Gathering, and he's completely hooked.
Nice.
And so I play with him, and I play with the boys on Mondays, and but I still play Arena on occasion, just to get myself up to speed on some of the mechanics that I may not quite understand. A
Mhm.
great example is Ether Drift. There's a mechanic in Ether Drift called Crew,
Mhm.
and I get a little foggy on exactly what it means. So then I go into Magic, and I've got a couple of I have a couple of Ether Drift decks, and then I
Mhm.
go, all right, I'm gonna go on ahead and play this,
Mhm.
and then when it gives me a chance to crew something, I crew it, even though I know it might cost me the game. I'm like, yeah, but I want to see how the mechanic works,
Mhm.
and it's a great way to learn and a great way to get back into Magic if you've been out of the game for a while.
Mhm.
It's also a great way to preview some of the newer sets that are coming out. Which
Mhm.
that was what I was going to ask you. Have you looked at any of the new sets of Magic the Gathering, or
It's
are you staying with some of the older sets?
most of my cards are from the older sets. However, I did indulge in the Forgotten Realms stuff because I'm a big Beholder
Nice.
fan, and the monsters, Illithid, Gelatinous Cube. So when I saw like Displacer Beast and all that kind of stuff, I was like, all right, all right, all right. I'm gonna spend a little money.
There you
But
go.
I haven't really been show us your Black Lotus. Wow. I haven't been keeping up on the new stuff, although I am intrigued by the Final Fantasy cards.
I had a feeling
Um
you would be. I had a
yeah.
feeling. I had
Yeah.
a feeling. That's the
Yeah.
one set I made. That's the one set I'm probably going to be sitting out the most, because I'm not. It's nothing again. I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum. I don't know a thing about Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I know the characters, but it's not my thing. And I'm like, all right, cool, and then we just move on.
Yeah.
I will tell you this though. I will tell you this because I knew you'd get a kick out of this. This is the kind of shenanigans that happens when I'm playing with Mike and Thor and Steve. We started pitching to ourselves different decks that we would like to see come out. And I said, how would this grab you guys? They would do a Star Trek set.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah. And if they did a Star Trek set, the best part is they could do commander decks based on every franchise, from Lower Decks to Strange New Worlds, all the way out to DS9 and otherwise, right?
Yeah.
And then I would love to see that happen. I
Wait,
would love to see that happen.
Viami says that Star Trek is 2026 or 27. Wait, is that like for real? For real? Let's be entirely honest.
Well, here's the thing. I said, but here would be the kicker. Here would be the kicker if they got the rights to do it. If they got the rights to do it, that would mean that Secret Lair would have to do a series of cards for that set, and it would be Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, Galaxy Quest is the greatest Star Trek movie that was not necessarily a Star Trek movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we manifesting. Exactly,
Yeah.
Mike Quad. We manifesting.
Also, I do want to say, Prez, I often wonder why, especially as Wizard of the Coast owns Magic the Gathering, why it took Wizards of the Coast so long to do a Dungeons and Dragons crossover. That's a good question. I always wondered the same.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, here's some of my oldest cards.
Wait until MTG taps into Star Trek. Ash really broke us all hell. She wouldn't be alone. She would not be alone.
It's true. It's true.
She'd be among...
So I don't know if you're looking at my camera, T, but
I am.
I just put the whole box. This is not everything. There's still boxes on my desk, and all of this, there's more.
I feel your pain. There's the stuff from Mike's care package, and then I've got this box. I got this box.
Yeah. These are some of my oldest cards right here.
And the Arcane Fortress, I should probably say, the Arcane Fortress, it has different designs. We've got the Mountain Dragon. You saw the Winter Dragon earlier. This is the Mountain Dragon. And then just yesterday, I got the Cosmic Dragon, which is this one right here. That's the Cosmic Dragon.
Nice.
And then
that's cute.
And then let's see. So that's 5 5 of these boxes, and then off camera, I've got my leftovers box, which I'm gonna have to completely rearrange this weekend. But it's the box that you currently have on your desk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I have amassed this and all of this stuff between December and now. I'm a mess.
Yeah. I understand. Let me see. I understand.
Oh, and that doesn't count the 2 binders I have. One
Yeah.
binder is for my Duskmorn collectibles. The other one is for my Aetherdrift collectibles, and now I've got to get another binder for my my Tarkir Dragonstorm collectibles.
Yeah.
So again, I'm planning chat to support the economy single-handedly through Magic the Gathering purchases.
Yeah.
That's my grand plan.
So check it out, right? I got some unglued here. Unglued. These are these are cards. These are like the joke cards. Like you wouldn't actually play with these.
The unglued cards, yeah.
Yeah, unglued, and I have unhinged. I don't even remember what year this is. But I have some of these. Do y'all remember when they used to put expert and beginner and, you know, all that stuff on the decks when you purchased them?
Yep.
Magic before last year had early core sets. Kamigawa. I do have some Kamigawa cards. There's some Kamigawa cards in here. I'm looking for my autographed cards from the artists.
See, that is one of the things that that's one of the things that I want to do. Eventually, I would like me and Steve. And yes, now it's me and Steve, Mike, Claude, and Thor. I want to go to one of these Magic Cons.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could convince Steve to go to a Magic Con in Vegas, but we probably could convince him to go to the one in Chicago. Just saying. Magic Con when? I hear you.
These are my Magic Worlds Brussels cards.
Jeez.
These are 4th edition, but they were like a special set for the person who like participated in the tournament. They made like a deck based on those people. Yeah. Listen. I don't get to talk about this stuff very often, you know?
Oh, trust me. If you ever sit in with the boys, trust me, you're gonna be in welcome company because I just sit back and let Steve and I sit back and we listen to Mike and Thor just go about different decks and different sets, and it's crazy pants. And I just go, yep, I am sitting at the feet of giants right now, and I'm just I'm just sitting there trying to soak it all in.
Yeah. These are 7th edition cards mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. So I don't remember where I got these, when I got these, but this was like, you know, when I was a kid back in the day, you know, we were just like, oh, okay, these are cool sets. You know, I'm gonna pick this up, pick that up, whatever. And then for a long time, I didn't play Magic for a really long time because I didn't have anyone to play with.
Right.
And then the world of Twitch opened it back up.
I know. It's crazy how Twitch has kind of. I don't know if it's sparked a comeback, but it just feels like I have seen more and more people in the past year just get into. I mean, it's all I heard at TwitchCon last year. Everybody was talking about Magic the Gathering, and I'm like, have I just gone back into the 90s again? And I'm at a giant Ren Fair, because that was the only place I ever heard of Magic was the Ren Fair.
Yeah,
that was what got in my short toxic relationship with it. But now, it's insane how much it has blown up. And but one thing, like I said, one thing that has never changed has been the artwork, the quality of the artwork.
Yes.
So funny because I thought I was alone in liking Magic the Gathering, and randomly I mentioned, and everyone was like, "You play Magic?" I think
Yeah.
we were all secretly playing and not talking about it. Well, I'll tell you something, Prez. I didn't realize that you go by Prez, not Noir, but hey, either way. Here's the thing, Prez. I think part of that comes from how friendly your LGS is. And I just recently learned that's what the Utes are calling local game store, LGS.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm feeling hip now. Uh,
Oh.
but my LGS, they are so effing cool. And this is a great. I told the guys this story a couple days ago. I walked in to pick up my pre-release of
Uh-huh.
Tarkir Dragonstorm,
Yeah.
and the owner of the store knows that I am slowly getting back into Magic, and I've asked for his advice. I've asked for his advice on what's the best commander deck to pick and stuff like that. So I walked in, and he looked at me, and he got this big smile on his face, and he said, "Are you playing the draft tournament tonight?"
Ooh.
And I said, "I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet." And he just nodded, and he was like, "You will be.
You will be.
And
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We love when they want to include people and not be like, oh, well, get good.
Yeah, get good. It's not that. It's not that. And that's the thing. And it's something that Thor said that was very sweet. He said to me today when we were talking about things that we need to change and kind of adjust in our stream. Thor said, "It has been years since I've had this much fun playing Magic the Gathering."
Yeah.
And I think that's important, is that when you get together with friends, whether you're showing off cards or whether you are just playing for fun, is that's the thing. You have a good time. You
Yeah.
have fun. And since we're showing off, I should show you. Nope, not this one. It's the other one. All right, so this is one of my prized finds in Magic, and
Okay.
this involves the Ether Drift set,
Okay.
because I feel like I hit the jackpot with this one.
Okay.
So let's just flip ahead. Let's flip ahead. Here it is, right here. So I found in one pull, I found these three right here. So I got Hull Drifter. I got a foil of the Hull Drifter.
Yeah.
Then I got the alternate art for Hull Drifter. And then I got the borderless alternate art. And then I got the borderless alternate art in foil of the Hull Drifter. And I know it's a common card. I know it's not rare, but I look at these three and I go, "Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good." I'm really good.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I love that.
But I mean, the main reason I want to go to MagicCon is I want to take some of these binders with me.
Yeah.
And I want to get some of these cards autographed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say, it was one of the biggest flexes I saw when I was watching the Magic the Gathering tournament. One, the gameplay was nuts.
Yeah.
That was insane. But the biggest flex that I saw was people were putting down cards, and they were like 3 of them were autographed on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, son,
Yeah.
that's a flex. That's a flex right there.
Hi, Evil Woods. Hi, Washington. Hi, Mino. Yeah, a lot of reason that I collect certain cards is for the artists.
Yeah.
So if I, when you go and you buy like cards a la carte, right? Like, that's usually what I'm looking for, is like cards by certain artists.
Right.
So, for example, one of my favorite artists who's sadly no longer with us,
Oh, no.
yeah, he died really young too, which is really sad. Did my favorite version of Archangel. Let me see if I could find it to show you all, but it's my favorite version of it. And he used to do like his art very much felt like glass, stained glass. Yeah.
Nice.
Let me see if I have it in here. I think this is like all angels in this deck. Or it might be in my separate I have some cards that I put separately, separate. He also did a version of Regeneration. He did Archangel. I could see his art in my mind. I got a whole book of Magic cards. Heck yeah. He also did a version of he did a bunch of stuff. I can't find my special signed cards. They must be somewhere not in this box. I'm probably having... Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. I think I have another box of cards. Hold on.
No worries. No worries. Oh my God, look at that. I'm seeing all of the unopened packs, chat, and I am so... I got a jelly. I got a jelly so hard, everybody. And I haven't even been at this as long as someone like Mike the Quad or even Thormagander, but I did not realize the collection, the depth of the collection that Ash has got here. That's pretty flippin' impressive right there. I think I also think too that Tim Hildebrand is still with us. I'm pretty sure Tim Hildebrand is with us. But actually there was a it was kind of cool. There was I'm blanking on the artist's name, but I know Pip, my wife, she had a book cover done by someone who did art for Magic the Gathering as well. And I'm trying to remember who it was, what her name, or what the artist's name was. But she did a book cover for my wife's fantasy series. And I looked at it and said, I could see her doing Magic cards. I could definitely see her doing Magic cards. It's bugging me who I wish I could remember who it was.
Chad, I thought I had all my cards, but I didn't.
At this rate, chat, we're gonna probably get to a game tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just love talking about the cards, though.
Talking about the cards, chat. Well, I have my seven drawn. I'm just waiting on you. And then
Okay.
We get split.
We'll get started. We'll get there. We'll get there. Hold on.
Damn.
Hold on. I love a lot of things.
God, there are more.
Okay, wait.
Now,
okay,
if you're wondering, chat, what happened to all the sets of cards that are no longer in print? It's because Ash has them all in her home. That is where they are now.
Yeah. Loot goblin activities. You understand me, Prez. Prez, you understand me. I do have 2 decks right here that are ready to go. So we will get to a game. I don't have to do anything to set up a deck. But there's some cards that I just really wanted to show y'all. Oh, okay. Look at this. I really wanted to show you all this. This box is this box is really important to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
This box is the first set of Magic cards I ever got from ever. Like, this is how I started my Magic collection.
Never forget first.
This came from my dad, so that's why this is very, very, very important to me. And what it did was, back then, it had a CD-ROM to teach you how to play Magic.
Right. Oh, that dates it. Right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And I didn't have a computer myself at the time. I had to put it on my dad's computer. And then that's how me and my cousin learned how to play.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Brilliant. So this is very, very, very... And it was cool because it was very 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, very... Yeah.
Definitely. Well, that must have been late 90s because that didn't exist when I started playing Magic.
Yeah.
None of that was around when I started playing Magic. That's amazing. Now, see, I remember
97,
those.
yeah.
Like little statuettes, and I had this one really cool. Of course, I got rid of it when I sold the deck, but I had this cool mana counter, and it was made of pewter, and it had a little elf that I could turn on a pivot, and it was so freaking cool. And of course, I got rid of it because it was that, like I said. That sounds about right because when I was playing it, it had literally just come out, and I was playing it with other friends of mine at the Ren Fair,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's another lifetime, chat. That was another lifetime ago. Unreal, unfreaking real.
Look, these are the tiniest Magic cards.
Oh man, that's wild. That is so
You
wild.
started when it came to 4th Ice Edition when it came to Brazil. That's awesome. Yeah, I have some Ice Edition cards. I think, what is in here?
But yeah, the foundations pack that came out just last year,
Yeah.
that was an amazing starter pack. And I bought one for myself, just to say, okay, let me start as I'm starting brand new. But by then I'd been playing Arena for about a month, because it was about yeah. So TwitchCon was October,
Mhm.
got back, and then in November we recorded the Satanic Panic in Linville, and then I started the week after that. I started getting into Magic the Gathering Arena, just to
Mhm.
see how much it changed. And then I picked up the Foundations pack same month, and I was like, wow, if they had something like this back in the 90s, yeah, I would have never quit. I would have
Yeah.
never quit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I think the endurance of this game has been pretty special, and they continue to find ways to reinvent it
Yeah.
and make sets that appeal to a lot of different people. Henceforth, like this Final Fantasy one that's coming up, that's gonna be big.
Right.
That's gonna be a big one. That's gonna be
Okay.
big.
Here's the Forgotten Realms cards that I was like, oh my god, these have to separate because I love them so much.
Yeah.
The Beholder. Y'all already know how much I love Beholders. The Illithid, also known as the Mind Flayer. Second favorite beast. And then this was a foil, the Iron Golem. I also am a big fan of Displacer
Wow.
Beasts. Yeah.
Yeah, the foil from back
Foil
then.
Iron. No, this is new. This is from these are from the Forgotten Realms set.
Oh, okay. That only came out a few years ago. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mimic. I got a Mimic, an Owl Bear. So I got a lot of stuff that I really love. Manticore. Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff in here. Yeah. Oh, and look, this thing on the table came with that portal set to kind of teach you, okay, this is where you put your library, your graveyard, your life total, all that stuff. Okay.
Well, this was the playmat that you see me playing on. Let me just move some stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
The playmat. This was an Etsy thing.
Oh, nice.
And what I love about this playmat is it tells me, okay, like over here on this side, and I can get it either white text with black or black text on white, but it's got library, graveyard, exile zone, and then you've got all the different phases of combat. And then over here, although I'm getting better at not necessarily looking on this side, there is all the different common terminology, like what is flash, what is mill, what is haste, and all this stuff. That's over here. And the amount of beginner, I just said Magic the Gathering beginner playmats, and I found a variety of these.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's pretty wild. Hey, how you doing there, Brad? Good to have you in chat, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah. Hello, Pod Culture. Hello.
That's Brad.
Okay.
Brad's Pod Culture is one of those guys that I have known since the early days of podcasting.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's how far back we go. Yeah. In fact, just last month we finally saw each other after many years of not seeing each other. Pip and I went to a steampunk convention in Louisville.
Oh, nice.
And it was nice. It was a good time. First time we'd been to a steampunk convention since before the pandemic.
Wow.
So that was wild. That was wild.
That is pretty cool. Okay, let's see if the cards I'm looking for in this box.
Wow. the collection just doesn't stop, Chad. It's
No.
amazing.
And this is something I wish I could do more of on Twitch. I haven't found the right, as you said, the right overlay, the right way to really get people to be able to see the cards properly. Oh,
Well-
okay. These are it. This is it. This is the box. It's always the last box that you have that you haven't looked through yet.
Right.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Hey, yo, Steve Saylor in the chat. Let's
Hi,
go.
Steve. Steve, hello. Okay, here are my signed cards. This is what I wanted to show you all.
Steve, Mike, we got to figure out some way to track down Ash and just break into their home and like help ourselves, because man, this girl has got like a vault of rare cards. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
So cool, guys. So cool.
Okay.
I had no idea Ash was this stocked.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, look. Okay, Shivan Dragon, one of the first cards I ever got. Now this card, this is not a special card by any means. It's a common card, whatever. But it used to make my friends so angry when I played it. I don't know why. It's just a little mountain goat with mountain walk. But every time I would play this is from Ice Age, they would be like, that stupid goat. And I'm like, what's wrong? It's a cute little goat. What's wrong with it? And they just hated this little goat because it had mountain walk. So I could, attack them as long as I had a mountain without tapping. And people were haters. They were haters. This is the art that I wanted to tell you. Archangel. I have 3 cards by this artist who unfortunately passed away.
Wow.
Regeneration, Feedback, and Archangel by Quentin Hoover.
Wow.
This is one of my favorite artists. And I just love his art style. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. So anytime I could find cards that I don't have that he illustrated, I always get them.
Those are gorgeous. Those
Yeah.
are gorgeous.
Yeah, love that. The Immolation is also a really good card as well because it's low cost. It's 1 mountain, and you could target a creature and give them +2, -2. So if your creature is annoying me and it has 2 defense and I want to get rid of it, okay, -2. If I
There you
want to
go.
strengthen my creature and it's big enough to handle the -2, +2 right there. Broom Hatter, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Oh my gosh, chat. Broom Hatter is one of my mods. Really incredible person. Loves Pokemon. We're checking out our magic cards today. I'm hanging out. We're doing a co-stream here with the T-Monster. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Oh, look, I have this. There's a Demonic Tutor. This is not the controversial version, but I have one. Yeah.
There's a controversial version of this card?
Yeah, because the Satanic Panic, like you were mentioning, and people were
Oh,
like
right,
hating
right.
on the magic cards, and it had there was one with like a devil star, I think.
Yeah. You're right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
There was a brief resurge of the Satanic Panic when Magic did this.
yeah,
And that's the next thing I want to do. I want to be like, okay, so we've done D&D in a haunted house. Now I want to see what happens if we play Magic in a haunted house. Because
yes.
and by the way, Ash, that thing that I think you knew about this. It was my first ever YouTube collab. I basically did a collab with Steve Saylor and Dungeons and Disableds.
Yeah.
And we basically, first I took the Dungeons and Disableds team, which was Steve, Liana Rupert, Thormagander, L Bell, and I'm missing somebody, I think. Oh, and General Andrews. And we all went into this haunted house, and I took them through a paranormal investigation.
Oh, nice.
And that's my part of the collab.
Right.
The next part of the collab, basically Phil and General Andrews continued running the investigation while Steve, me, Liana, Elbel, and Thor all played Dungeons and Dragons. We wanted to see if playing Dungeons and Dragons in a haunted house would actually kick up paranormal activity. And all I can
Wow.
say is this collab did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, please stay tuned because Steve and I are bringing that to you all real soon.
That's
Real
awesome.
soon. Yeah, yeah.
So here you're looking at some cards that are
Oh,
signed by Brahm.
that. Oh wow.
Hi, Son Goku. So Brahm is a prolific illustrator. Also wrote the story Krampus, and is just an amazing human being. I met Brahm at the Society Brahmfaloon. I met Brahm at the Society of Illustrators in New York. Actually, the Society of Illustrators is a really awesome place that I feel like gets overlooked sometimes because when people think about going to the museum and stuff like that, they always think about like the Met or any of that kind of stuff. But the Society of Illustrators is specifically for people who do this kind of craft, and they celebrate illustration work. I studied illustration when I was in school, so that's how I knew about it. But yeah, it's really, really awesome place. So these are signed by Donato Giancola, sorry. So I have these
This is why,
three.
Steve, this is why we got to get to a Magic Con so we can get some of our cards autographed, my man.
Yeah, and
We
if
really
you can
need
get
to.
to the Dream Hacks, you usually see the artists there. I met a few artists at Dragon Con as well.
Man.
But yeah. This one was also when I met Justin Sweet. This was also at the Society of Illustrators. So yeah, that's a good one. This one was from, I think, when I was hanging out with Thor. Yeah, this is the RK post. So this is when I was hanging out with Thor at DreamHack Atlanta. Yeah.
Wow.
So these were really cool. So I got those. I'm really big fan of RK Post because RK Post also does art for Dungeons and Dragons as well. So that's how I knew about their work. So that Mark Poole I also met at this was at DreamHack Atlanta. This was cool. Burrowing, that's a good card. Mesa Falcon, those are good fourth editions.
Say it, chat. I was gonna come out and say it. I'd like to see AI try this because it
Yeah,
can't do
nah,
this.
chill.
Can't do this, man. Can't do this.
And then Mark Teeden, I can't remember where I met this person, but it might have been a DreamHack Atlanta as well, a different year. But Fireball is one of my favorite cards. Fireball deals X amount of damage anyway, divided anyway. And the X is based on how many mountains you have. Pay an additional 1 for each target beyond the first. Yeah.
So riddle me this. Riddle me this. Why don't you have any of these cards framed and like hanging up somewhere in your home? Because,
I know. I keep them in the box, very safe. They're very, very safe. That is a blue Leviathan. Yes, it is. And it's a foil blue Leviathan. We're not playing around here. Look at that.
No, you're not. Oh,
10 out of 10. Oh, and this one too, Thorn Elemental. I love that one. And this, I could do a commander deck with Jessica, couldn't I?
If she's
she's
a
legend.
If she's
Yes.
legend, if she's
Yeah.
legendary, yes. Yes.
Yeah, she's a barbarian legend. Yeah. Yeah.
But I would say do what we're doing, Ash, which is get some of the pre-con commander decks first. That's what we used. And now I would say don't do what Steve did and pick the most complicated mechanical deck in the entire series with Doctor Who. I would find a different one. I would find something a little more low key, if you will, like the ones from Tarkir or Ether Drift or otherwise. Hey, I didn't know. I know you didn't know. I know you didn't know. But that's one of the things that Thor's got planned for us is that he wants us to run on. They want us to run on some precons first, and then after a few months, they're going to be like, okay, let's switch gears and let's actually build some commander decks from scratch.
Yeah.
And then the madness will ensue. And
Yeah.
then the madness will ensue.
Okay. Okay, I'm done showing things off now. That was fun though. It's been a long time. It's been a long
No.
time since I looked at them.
Been a while.
It's like well, you know, when you're a little like magpie and you're looking at all your jewels that you've hoarded. That's what I feel like right now. Okay.
I mean, I can't diss you in any way, shape, or form because I'm the same way when it comes to like, hey, you guys want to hear an EVP? Here, let me play you this EVP. Now I'm gonna play you this EVP. Now I'm gonna show you this. You know, I'm gonna show you this clip. Now let me show you this clip. This is
Yeah.
So I totally get it.
Yeah. I see the smile on your face. You're not done showing. I'm not. I'm really not, Prez. Listen, I didn't even open this box in here.
Oh God.
Like and just randomly like, oh, what's in here? Okay. Here's a random card I just picked up. Plague Beetle, Creature Insect, Swamp Walk. So 1 black creature. This creature is unblockable as long as defending player controls a swamp. No one knows whether they were named for the disease they carry or for the speed at which they multiply. That's a good one.
See that would be a dream gig for me as a writer, chat.
Doing flavor text?
Flavor text.
Yeah. I could see that.
Ash, we have to manifest this. They
Yeah.
really make a Star Trek deck. It's got to be you, me, and Steve. And we get in and we write the flavor text because, man, I could have a good time.
Wait,
I
I
could
got a
have a good
question.
time.
Okay, commander deck of Star Trek, right? Who is
Right.
your commander? Is it going to be
See,
a
that-
captain, you know? Or do you think
See-
it would be like Q?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. We were saying that the commander decks could come from all the different series, and I'll tell you exactly who I would want my commander decks, my commanders, and my commander deck to be. I'd want them to be Ensign Boilmer, and I'd want to have Ensign Mariner because I would want to play the lower decks. I did it today on Steve's on Steve's stream. Steve was playing Resurgence, and it got to the section called Lower Decks, and I started chanting in his stream, "Lower Decks, Lower Decks." And
Yes.
he totally got it. Steve totally got it, and I'm like, so yeah. If they made if they were doing commander decks based on the different series, I would want for my commanders to be either Boilmer and Mariner, or this would be a tough one, but I'm going with the best hair. I'd want Pike and number 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
See, that's the thing. See,
Cisco.
Mm-hmm. This is why we would have to have these different Star Trek decks to be a thing. Because I looked up in chat and I'm seeing people saying things like Cisco, you know, having Cisco, and I guess you, man, who would you have as your second? I guess the second commander behind Cisco would be, oh my God, I'm blanking on the character's name. The Bajoran commander.
Oh, Kira? Major Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
Strange New Worlds, man. Strange New Worlds, Brad. Strange New Worlds. I'd want Pike and the Pike's Peak, and then I'd want I think is the number 1 for that. I'm sorry, I would want number 1 to be my second. Now that's an intriguing one too. If you did a Borg commander, it would have to be So
would Borg be in like a swamp, or would Borg be like a forest card? I think they would be like a swamp.
Swamp.
Mhm.
And I would say that the commander cards would be the Borg Queen, and you'd have to get a sketch of Alice Krieger as the Borg Queen, and then your second one would be Locutus. See, this is what I mean.
Not Tuvix. No.
Tuvix would be Tuvix would be a token.
Yeah.
Tuvix
Tuvix would be a token. Discardable. Discardable Tuvix. Sorry, goodbye.
Oh my god.
I think I would want. Okay, I would have. Okay, I would want to have Janeway as one,
Mm.
and then I would want to have Gul Dukat as one. I said it,
Yeah,
chat.
you said it. Now, Gold Ducat, he would be Mountain. Gold Ducat
Yeah.
would definitely.
Oh
be Mountain.
yes. Oh yes. Uh-huh.
And I think the oh my god.
Tribbles.
Mike Scott.
Tribbles would be
Tribbles would be the-
good. Yeah.
And the mechanic would be that every time a new they would have landfall. Every time a new land would enter, you would have to double the token on the tribbles. So you'd have to double it. So it'd be 1-1, then it'd be 2-2, then it'd be 4-4.
Oh my god, that would be trouble with tribbles.
That would be trouble with tribbles all over again.
Mhm,
Oh my god.
mhm.
I mean, possibilities would be endless. The possibilities of a Star Trek crossover would be absolutely endless. And
I
then, of course,
mean,
for Galaxy
Magic,
Quest,
the Wizards of the Coast, if you're listening right now, somebody clip this and told them, like, I mean,
There
we
you
already
go.
wrote the idea. You know? It's there.
and you see, that's the thing. Steve is right. It would be like a zombie deck. The tribbles would keep duplicating over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see in the I could see in the. So I don't know if you're familiar with Secret Lair, right?
No.
Are you familiar with? Okay, so Secret Lair is sort of like Magic the Gathering's play area, where they create legit cards, but they're really wacky, goofy cards. Like they're the ones that just released the SpongeBob SquarePants series.
Oh, gotcha.
But you only get like half a dozen cards. And for April Fools this year, they did a Deadpool set, but it's only
Oh.
like a small set of cards for a large amount of money. But
Yeah.
the cards themselves are absolutely hysterical. And I could see the Galaxy Quest one. There had to be one that is called Plucky Comic Relief, legendary human, and it would have to be a picture of Guy. You know, we
Yeah.
have to. And the flavor text was, "We have to save Guy." Oh my god.
Hi, George. Hello. Okay, so how are we gonna? Okay, wait a minute. Okay,
All right.
so I've dealt myself 7 cards.
And I have
okay.
dealt myself 7 cards. Would you like to roll for to see who goes first with your with your
Yes.
20?
Oh,
die.
I do have dice. Yeah, let me do that. Hold on. What we're rolling a die 20? A D20?
Yeah, roll a d20, and I have rolled a 12.
We're playing Magic the Gathering, George. Okay, here we go. Wait, where are you going? I rolled a 13.
Okay, then you take the lead.
What'd you get?
I got a 12.
Oh,
So
what?
it-
Oh my
so,
gosh.
so you go first. You go first.
Okay, all right.
First ever game with Ash. Here we go, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Let me organize myself here.
Let me clear my throat.
Mm, 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 mm. All
This
right.
is how it's gonna go, everybody. Brace yourselves. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I need a token on my I need to put like a little marker on my. Okay, here we go. I got a little coin right here. I got a little coin. Okay, so I'm a little rusty with the rules, so I'm gonna be asking you questions about the rules. So I'm gonna
Okay,
play
and
my
I'm
little
sorry.
land.
I'm gonna tell you incorrectly so that I can so that I can win.
That's
Sorry.
very wow. Okay, I'm gonna play my little land.
Now remember, before you play, but it can go either way. Make sure you draw a card and then play your. But we'll just say, draw
Oh.
your card at the top,
Okay.
then play your end card. But we can do it.
But
the other
even
way
though
around.
even though I just dealt myself 7 cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
start
okay.
off with
All
the
right.
card.
Okay. So then I played my land, and okay. So I drew a card just to let you know, so that I could
Yep.
catch up on that. Okay.
All right.
All
You
right.
good?
And then I played my land, so I'm okay. I'm not doing anything.
You good? All right.
I'm good. I gotta build up, you know.
All right. I'm playing a swamp.
Okay.
I am tapping my swamp. I'm bringing in a Dire Griff Ghoul. It's a zombie, and this
Mhm.
creature enters tapped. So my creature is tapped, but also has summoning sickness.
Okay.
see here. And that will do it for me.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my card.
Exactly. We're all
Okay.
friends here, Mike.
Yeah.
So that's on me. Mike corrected me on the point, but F it. It's a tiny detail. Yeah.
It's cool.
because you
It's
were first,
cool.
you're first, but we're good. We're good.
We're
All right.
good. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna play a land here. An island, and enchantments can only be played on my turn. So I could play like an enchantment now, but it's not like an instant where an instant I can play anytime.
You can play this at any time.
Enchantment has to be on my upturn. It can't be on like your upturn. Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna hang out for now, and we're gonna let you go ahead and play.
Okay. Gonna untap this.
You know what's gonna happen, chat? What's gonna happen today is I'm gonna play this one game with T, and then I'm gonna fall back into being heavily addicted to this game.
Hey, hope springs eternal, chat. Hope springs eternal. Because I've already said, Mike. I've already said that Ash has a standing invite to join the boys anytime. To play Magic the Gathering on the commander level. Okay, that has already been extended. She has already said yes. So this is gonna happen. Whether it's gonna happen on our Monday mornings or if it's gonna happen another time, we'll figure that out later. But it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
All right, here we go. So I'm playing a second swamp. I am tapping both my swamps here. I am playing Given to the Violence. This is an instant. Target creature gets 2/2 and gains lifelink until end of turn.
What's lifelink? What's lifelink?
What's lifelink?
Yeah.
You're about to find out.
Oh
because
dear.
My 2/2 zombie becomes a 4/4 zombie, and it's attacking.
Okay.
And you take 4 points of damage.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Because it has lifelink.
You gain 4?
I gain 4.
No, throw that in the garbage. No. We're gonna have to do something about that.
Am I correct in that, Mike? If I do 4 points of damage, I get a point or I get 4 points? Mike the Quad and Steve are my go-tos.
Oh, don't worry. We got something cooking in the kitchen for this little character here. We got something cooking in the kitchen. Don't worry.
That literally was. That's lifelink until end of turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's pissed at me now. Gloves are off, baby. Gloves are off. Let's see. And that's all I can do right now. So we are Gucci.
Okay. All right. Whispers download Arena for maximum addiction. Here's the funny thing, Prez. It's already on my computer. That's the problem. Don't get me started, please. Don't get me started on this again. Okay, I'm drawing a card. Okay. Hey, thank you so much to the person that followed. Is that right? Okay.
Make a rat's deck. Woofa. Now you're talking.
Oh, what's the health on that creature again? 4?
The health. Well, it's tapped, but it's end of turn. So it's now down to 2/2.
It's now down to 2/2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When I play a land, can I use that land immediately?
You can use the land immediately, but just remember, if you're bringing in a creature, it's got summoning sickness, so you can't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Unless it has haste. Mm-hmm. If it has haste.
Or if it has a special ability that could be cast when it is cast.
Or if it has a special ability.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
I have a feeling something's coming up here, chat.
I mean, I told you there was something cooking in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tap 1 mountain plus 2 other lands.
All right. right.
I'm gonna tap
So
these
I got
two,
that.
and we're gonna play a little card.
Now
called-
you tell me, Mike. Now you tell me.
a
Mountain
little
goat incoming.
a little card called Fire Imp. And let me read what this card does, okay?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Fire Imp is a 2/1 creature. When Fire Imp comes into play from your hand, it deals 2 damage to any one creature. If you're the only player with creatures, Fire Imp deals 2 damage to one of your creatures. But guess what? There's another person, there's another spellcaster here with a creature on the land. So, we're gonna be dealing damage to that little creature you got over there. Little 2 damage there. There you go.
Booyah. Booyah.
Chat, it's about the theatrics. The theatrics. Oh, so, and this one has summoning sickness, so I'm gonna tap it, okay? Right? That's what we do?
Yeah, but it said, but it said coming in. It's
Yeah,
gonna do-
no. Yeah, but I want to make sure people know that I can't use it.
Oh,
Like,
right,
I can't attack with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And is that your go?
That's my goal. We're finished for today.
We will untap. We will do the upkeep, and now I'm going to remember the proper. We clean up the board. We draw a card. Oh, there you are. There you are.
You know, T, I think half the game is before you even start playing. It's like the figuring out how to make the little combinations in the deck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I feel like that's the science behind actually playing Magic.
It's the calm before the storm. It really
Mhm.
is. Now I'm playing this.
Oh, you don't tap for summoning sickness. Okay.
I'm playing this, but I do want to make sure that I show this off to Steve because Steve will appreciate this. So this card is called Neglected Manor. Hey Steve, what is that? Hang on a minute. There you go. Hey Steve, what does this card look like to you?
Mm-hmm.
Does it remind you of anything?
Oh, that's pretty dope. I like that. I like
No.
that.
This card, yeah, exactly. This card reminds me of Linville
Mhm.
and Linville Manor. And I got a foil version of this card. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
frame it
nice.
and give it to the guy that owns Linville Manor because I love that guy. The guy is amazing.
Is that a land that you're casting right now?
That is the land I'm casting right now. Yes.
Okay,
And,
that's interesting.
It enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. So it's going to enter tapped, and then when I tap it, it adds either plains or swamp. And here's our flavor text. They say every family who resided there met a grisly end, and once in a while you hear their screams echoing the moldering halls.
Mm,
This is from Duskmorn.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
Let me see.
So every time okay,
Yeah.
okay, let me make sure I understand this.
Right.
You have your lands, whatever is in your hand, whatever you cast. But every turn it can add an additional land.
Once I untap it, once it's untapped, I can then tap it and say this is either going to be swamp or it's going to be plains mana.
Got it.
Because when I tap it, it adds either or. Now,
Got
there's
it.
some lands. There's some land cards like this that will have you decide every time I tap it, it's going to be either this color or this
Or
color.
that color.
They'll
Got
say
it.
like choose one color. But when they say adds, when it's tapped, it adds either or, like either plains or swamp. You can decide right there and then which one it's going to be.
Oh, that's an interesting card. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Broom Hatter. Have a good
Hi,
one.
Broom Hatter. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's an interesting
Okay,
card.
So now
Mhm.
you reset your board and then you draw a card. So you.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay,
I did
okay.
say it was-
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm
You're getting it.
I'm distracted. Okay, we're gonna draw a card, chat.
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. And we're gonna cast. Let's add another land. See, I'm building my lands here. Ash thinking about all the games of Magic she's about to be playing now. This is it. This is probably why I had that box like hidden deep in my house, like deep, Because if I start doing this, it's not gonna stop. Okay.
All I'm saying is that if I'm not there for it, I'll be upset because I love playing Magic. I did not think I would have this much fun, chat, playing Magic again. And here I am. I'm playing with Ash. I'm playing with Steve, Mike, and Thor. I'm playing with my buddy Phil. Join us. Join.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I casted my land, right? I would like to. I'm gonna cast a sorcery. I'm gonna cast a sorcery. Okay.
I'm assuming it's gonna do some damage to me because there's no point in you casting a sorcery unless it either helps you or damages me, right?
We'll see what happens. I mean, that's the fun of the game. So
damn.
It's gonna cost 1 mountain plus 2 additional lands, which I'm tapping right here.
All right.
Okay, and this sorcery is called Stone Rain. It's destroy target land. So that mana could just go put it in the garbage over there.
Which one? Neglected mana?
That mana, yeah. Just
this mana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. There we go.
Burn.
Bye-bye. It burned to the ground.
This is something I'm noticing about Ash. Ash is one of the nicest people you meet in real life and on Twitch. When you get into any kind of gaming situation, she's like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Listen. You know, we just have to make sure we're keeping up with the Joneses here. All right?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
All right.
Okay, and then we're gonna put our little fire imp. We're gonna tap our little fire imp and attack right there.
Okay, and how much is that fire imp doing?
It takes away 2 damage. 2 damage.
Right,
Yeah.
So it's a 2/2?
No, it's a 2/1.
2/1. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I go down to 22.
There you go. Okay.
Ash is a bully. Just ask Gold.
And that's all. That's all I'm doing.
That's all you go. Okay, you got it.
Why do you think I cast her as the dragon?
All right. Okay. We are gonna go and play in another swamp.
Nice.
I am bringing in the Highborn Vampire. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I am not bringing in the Highborn. Not bringing that in. This is my go.
Okay.
We are good to go. So you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna untap my land here and untap my little fire imp. I'm gonna draw a card.
Yep, talking through it.
Oh, that's an interesting card that I'm gonna hold on to.
She's even doing the mental games.
Okay. Oh, let me play a land. We're gonna add an additional land to the deck there. And then we're going to
Oh, and by the way, Steve, I should mention this. Ash and I set this up.
Oh, yeah.
We actually set it up in stream together, and we had 0 issues. I'm pretty pleased with ourselves.
Yeah. In fact, T helped me figure out how to get my whole overlay with everything onto Stream Together so that you could see it on his channel.
And Steve, let that one marinate. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, let me see if I have enough to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do. I have exactly enough. Okay, so I'm gonna cast this card called Scrivener. Okay, and this card. Hi, Pitch Pat. Hello. Okay, there we go. So Scrivener. When Scrivener comes into play, you may return target instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Now, Stone Rain is not an instant. It's a sorcery, so I can't do that. But it's a creature that can attack with 2/2, so that's why I want to cast it. And the flavor text is, a good memory is no match for a good scribe. So that's going to come in That's gonna come in with summoning sickness, but I'm gonna use my little fire imp to attack you again for another 2 damage, please. And then that is the end of my turn. So let me tap all these lands here.
All right, nicely done.
Okay. Now we're even.
She says it so nicely. All right, no upkeep here, so I'll just go ahead and draw.
Okay.
Okay.
I also like illustrating everything because it's kind of helping me remember how to play. I mean,
It helps. No, it helps.
Yeah, not illustrating. What's the word? Narrating.
Narrating, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got. I'm going to go ahead and play my swamp.
Okay.
Now, summoning sickness. I'm bringing in. Oh, sorry, I should do this. I'll tap all 4 of these.
Okay.
And I am bringing in my Highborn Vampire. He is a vampire warrior. 4, power 4, defense of 3. No special abilities, but with the Blood Chiefs annihilated in the fight between the free and the enthralled, the swamps around Malakir are full of dangerous young vampires, eager to make their marks.
Oh, that's interesting.
He has summoning sickness, so he is out of play right now. That is my turn.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna untap our lands. Untap our lands. We're gonna untap our little fire imp here. Scrivener now no longer has summoning sickness. Okay, I'm gonna draw my card. Okay, and then we're going to we're gonna cast another island, and then I'm gonna play an enchantment. Okay, I'm gonna play an enchantment for you. Hold on, give me 1 second, because I'm playing music in the background, but there's like an ad playing in the music, so I'm just waiting for this thing to go away. I still use this. Scrivener is also the name of a piece of novel writing software I used to use. Oh, that's dope.
I've used, in fact, in the upcoming. So, I should mention this. In May, I'm having my first byline in fiction in several years.
Oh, what's that mean?
I'm releasing a series of short stories with my buddy Phil, and we're calling it Inspired by True Events, a collection of short stories from the case files of Old Spirits Investigations. And it's a collection of short stories dealing with cryptids, UFOs, and ghosts.
Whoa, that's cool.
And I used Scrivener in 3 of those stories, in 3 of the 4 stories that I have in there. So yeah, I still use Scrivener. It's a great piece of software. Great piece of software.
So I'm gonna enchant that vampire that's on your side.
Dang nabbit. Okay.
So this is a 1 island, 1 additional mana card. And what Lost in Thought does, hi Caffeinated One, hi Goosack. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be played. Its controller may remove 3 cards in his or her graveyard from the game to ignore this ability until end of turn.
3 can remove 3 from my graveyard? Or
So this enchantment stays on the creature, right?
Right.
But in order to ignore the enchantment, you can remove 3 cards from your graveyard.
Okay.
To ignore it for that one time. Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So there you go. I'm gonna put this. Where can y'all see it? Over here. So that's gonna be on your creature.
Right.
Okay. Then we're gonna take our fire imp and our sorcerer, and we're going to attack you. There we go.
And
And
that total is what?
4 damage.
4 damage. I'll take that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're down to 16. All right. Okay.
You're down to 16.
Yeah.
What about the 2 other hits that I did before?
Yeah. Remember, I had I had 24. I had 24 life.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had 24 life link. Thank you. Thank you. You're right. You're right. Now we're even.
I would cheat on Ash, man.
No. You're good. You're good.
The only thing, if I were to cheat on Ash, chat, I would not worry about you, chat, as much as I'd worry about Ash hunting me down. All I know is that I would disappear, and so would Dorito. But only one of us would walk away from this house alive, and it wouldn't be Dorito would be fine. I'm just gonna put that out there. Dorito would be fine. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. We're finished.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Did I draw a card? Did I say I drew a card?
I didn't hear you say it, but I trust you. So if you need to draw a card,
I will
just
draw.
You just need to make sure that you have only 7 cards in your hand at a time.
Yes, I only have 3 at this point.
Okay,
so
you're fine then.
I did not draw a card. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. All right. So we're done. We're done.
I could make that happen. I can make that happen there, Brad. Okay. I have reset my mana. I've brought in my dazed and confused vampire, and I'm drawing a card. Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna pay the 2 mana I got here, and I'm gonna bring in the Hungry Ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
If I pay 1 mana, I can sacrifice another creature and put a 1/1 counter on him.
Okay.
I am going to clear out my graveyard because I just happen to have 3 cards in my graveyard.
Okay.
I'm assuming I put them in the bottom of my library.
Okay.
And this vampire is now active.
Okay.
And
Fine.
I'm going to go ahead and attack for 4.
Okay.
He has a defense of 3, just so you know.
Okay. I don't have anything that could block him anyway, so I'll take
You're
the 4
taking it.
damage. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're down to 12.
All right. And that will conclude my turn.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and untap these lands. And then untap these little creatures. Okay. We're going to draw our card. So I don't forget. That's not going to help me. Okay.
Something else to know about Magic, chat. Something else to know about Magic. This game is never a slam dunk. When
Never.
I was watching the championships of Magic the Gathering, there was this brand new kid who this was like his first major tournament, and he had made it to the finals for the first time ever. He was going up against another dude who had been at the championships before but had never won. He had gotten to the final rounds but never won, but he was a veteran. So it was the 2 of them. Kid opposite of him had something like 52 mana points. He had 3. And he won. The guy with 3 mana won the championship at Magic Con in Chicago with 3 mana points. He did it in 2 rounds.
Wow.
And the last round he was in, he was doing math so hard that at one point you just saw him kind of lock up. And he was like, and in the game's after interview, he said, I just forgot how to math. And he said, and that's what I majored in. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
But then he said, so they went to the kid that was the runner-up, and he said, yeah, I think I'm just going to play for fun after this.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Amazing to watch.
Wow.
So Brad, you know, if I'm done for, I will take that. I will take it like a champ. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
I think this is going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be very close. Okay. So I'm gonna cast a mountain, right? Okay. And I'm going to, let's see. That one is tapped. That one has summoning sickness. Summoning sickness could still defend though.
Summoning sickness can still defend, but when you get into your upkeep phase, it should be done. Unless it says otherwise in the card.
No. For you, you had summoning sickness on that.
I can still defend with summoning sickness.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's the attack and defense on that one in the battlefield?
You're talking about the Hungry Ghoul? 2/2.
Yeah. 2/2.
2/2. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to attack with these two creatures, which is one is a 2/1 and one is a 2/2.
Okay. You said one was a 2/1 and the other was a 2/2?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to defend the 2/1 with my Hungry Ghoul, which is 2/2. So that should block it effectively without an issue.
Right. So that one's gonna now go in the graveyard, and then you're gonna take 2 damage for this one.
And I'm gonna take 2 damage total. Yeah. So we go from 16 to 14.
Okay. Hi, Dark Max. Hello. Okay, I'm trying to think. Nope.
They shouldn't both die. They shouldn't both die, Noir, because it was defending against a 2. Oh wait, I didn't do the math properly. I'm taking those 2. Then I do a retract because of bad math, and I'm taking the 2 points of damage, so I'm down to 12.
Yeah, but what I think Perez is saying is because this has an attack of 2, and that one has a defense of 2.
I didn't do the math straight in my head. The math wasn't straight in my head, so that's on me. So I just went on ahead and just took the extra 2 damage. So I took all 4 damage.
Oh, because you didn't want to defend against this.
No, I did
not. Got it. Okay, so then it doesn't go in the garbage then, is what you're saying. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so then we are finished for my turn.
Okay. All right. Something had better change with my cards. I'm just saying. Okay, so we got the Hungry Ghoul that's coming out. All right, we draw. That sucks, Wax. Okay. All right. It is what it is. I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing my. I'm playing a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Tapping 1. Sacrificing this creature.
Which one is that?
This was the Vampire Warrior.
Okay, so then my enchantment goes in the garbage then, if you're sacrificing it. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm putting a 1/1 counter.
Bye, Prez. Bye. Okay.
You have no creatures to defend.
Correct.
Because both of them are tapped. So I am. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. Wait, could you still hear me?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, did you when you sneezed, did you mute, but I still heard you? Yeah.
Okay, that's something that I need to fix.
Well, here's a quick question. What microphone are you using right now?
It's the Rode Procaster, but no. It was muted on stream. No, it's the Rode Procaster, but the problem is my Wave XLR. When I mute, it's supposed to mute everything.
Oh, it was muted on stream. But
yes.
I heard it. Oh, but I heard it on mine. Okay, then if it was muted on stream, then Steve's good.
Yeah, but
right.
That's odd. You shouldn't be here when I mute. Is like, why is that happening? That's odd.
Well, interesting. Okay, all right.
Oh, I see why. That's weird.
What happened?
It's using the microphone from this camera.
I thought so, because when you couldn't hear me, it keeps. Whenever I go into, I have to make sure that I check when I go into this. When I go into this, when I go into a stream together or anything, any kind of conference, it always says, "Yeah, I'm going to use the microphone from the Oculus." I don't even have the Oculus plugged in. So, yeah. Now you sound great.
Yeah. Oh man, so I was sounding terrible that whole time. Oh,
here's the joy of content creation, everybody. The joy of content creation is, man, it is tough to be your own producer, because you can sometimes trip over yourself in the details. Now you sound lovely. I was going to be like, you've got a better microphone than that, but maybe it's something in Stream Together. I'm just going to go.
It was in Stream Together. The default was audio coming from this, because you know why? I plugged it in while we were setting up, so it registered as a new microphone.
Oh my God, this is I love you, Twitch. I love you, Twitch.
I sounded totally fine on stream, just terrible for T. Oh my God, that's wild.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter now, because you got your creatures are tapped. I'm coming in with a attack of 3. Attack of 3.
Okay, attack of 3. So 12 goes down to a 9. Okay. Wow, chat. I can't believe that. I feel very silly. Okay. Okay, my turn now, right?
It is your turn now.
Okay. Okay, we're going to untap our creatures.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
I feel bad that you were listening to the whole everything and the audio quality was poor.
I was just excited that we had Stream Together
working for real.
That's all I cared about.
Okay, I'm drawing my card.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Man, I will never play poker with you. I swear to God.
Okay, I like this. I like it a lot. I'm gonna probably cast this here. All right, this is just gonna be safety measure for me. It's gonna be great. We love it. It can't do anything right away, but we're gonna cast it. We're gonna cast 2 fires plus 1 additional land. Asher wasn't bad, a bit crunchy, but totally listenable. Okay,
It was totally listenable. I mean, it sounds incredible now, but that's
don't worry about it. We're gonna cast a little protection called Wall of Stone. This is a creature wall. Walls can't attack, of course, but they can defend. These are really great.
Yeah, they are.
The flavor text is the ground itself lends its strength to these walls of living stone, which possesses the stability of ancient mountains. These mighty bulwarks thwart ground-based troops, providing welcome relief for wary warriors who defend the land. That is a 0/8 wall.
Woof. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a good defense.
I kind of needed it, if you can tell.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Kind of needed it. There we go. So now we're going to tap our little 2 creatures here for attacking. This wall has summoning sickness, and that's 2 creatures to attack, which adds 4.
4 takes me down to 8.
And we're finished. Our turn is finished.
Okay.
You know, I don't even remember when I built this deck. This is a good deck. Whoa, I was sleeping on this deck. I'm gonna walk around with this deck when I go to conventions now.
Please be what I need. Nope.
How's the cat? Bobby? Bobby's doing great. She's right here. She's right here.
We have a vampire neonate. It is also a defense creature. And when I add 2 mana to it, I mean, I can't do it now because it's got summoning sickness. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that. Each opponent Oh, sorry. That's a if I pay it 2 mana and then I tap it, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain a life.
Mm,
But right now it's got summoning sickness, so I can't do a thing with it. I'm
okay.
also going to let's see. I'm not going to do anything for combat. My next phase, I'm going to go ahead and play another swamp, and I'm going to untap this. And I think right now I am golden. I am golden.
Mhm.
We are done.
Okay. Half my decks were built in high school. My Kitty
Wait, Mike.
Rose.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Point of order.
Uh-huh.
I can use its ability. I can use its ability if it doesn't involve combat. So it doesn't involve combat, but I'm going to go on ahead and use that ability anyway. So I'm going to go on ahead. Oh wait, well you know what? No, I'm going to do the honor system since I didn't.
No,
know
it's
that.
fine. If you want to do it, it's cool.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to tap. Oh no, I can't. No, I have to tap the creature. Wait. Yeah, I have to tap the creature anyway. But it's already tapped.
Oh,
So I
right.
can't use its ability because it's
Okay.
got summoning sickness.
Okay,
So
got it.
I think I got it. I think I've got it. I think we're good. On to you.
Okay. You don't love Magic until you're playing over a video call? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay,
Or
we're gonna
stream together.
right.
We're going to a rigmarole to make stream together work.
Okay, we're untapping our creatures. We're untapping our land. Okay. We're drawing a card. Oh dear. I really built a deck, man.
You built. I'm sure you built a deck because I
built
tell you
a-
right now.
I
I'm
built
feeling it.
something here.
Yeah.
I built something special. Okay.
It's killing me over here. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
This is very interesting. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, you listening?
I'm listening. I'm all ears. Bring it.
We're gonna cast a sorcery. Okay? The sorcery is for 2 lands of island plus 1 additional land color of our choice.
Right.
Right?
So far, so good.
This is why I love blue decks, right? We're gonna play a card called Undo. Undo returns 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. Can you guess which 2 creatures I would like to return to the owner's hand?
I could take a guess. Yeah. Go.
So
I like to call blue everybody. I like to call blue the hold my beer deck because that's usually what happens. Oh, you're having a good time, are you? You're having fun? Hold my beer.
yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. So if you could put those 2 cards back in your hand, that would be really fantastic. Thank you.
Wait, which ones are you talking about?
The 2 on the battlefield return 2 target creatures to their owner's hand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And let me make sure I have enough to cast this other thing. 1, 2, okay. Okay. We're just gonna hold on to that.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place. Where
Welcome, Moon
destiny
and
is
Star.
made.
Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to tap these
But
2
wait,
creatures for attacking.
And that's another 4, right?
That's another 4.
Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts. Oof. We are down to 4. We are down to 4 now, chat.
And I think that's all I want to do for now.
Okay. All right.
For now.
For now. Oh no, I heard the for now part. You do not have to repeat yourself, Ash. I heard that loud and freaking clear. Okay.
Mhm.
We're drawing. Gonna go on ahead and tap to swamp.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, can I pause you real quick right there?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay. I have an instant that I would like to play right now.
yeah. Right now.
An instant.
Well, I think I have to. I believe I have to play. I have to at least play first.
Okay, go ahead
Then
and play.
you can cast the instant, right?
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna tap that 2 mana and bring in Reassembling Skeleton, and then I'm gonna tap 2 more mana, and I'm gonna tap 1 mana and bring in my my Vampire Neonate, and then I'm gonna tap 2 more mana and bring in my.
Wait, but are
Hungry
you sure? You sure I can't play the instant right now?
Wolf. Go ahead and you can play it now.
Okay. Because the instant that I
know
wanted
she's
to
got something cooking. I don't have to worry about that, but you go right ahead.
the
What are
instant
we
that I'm
playing?
the instant that I'm playing right now requires
Is-
2 lands plus a mountain, and this instant says target player can't play land cards.
I think now see this is where I think.
What does
I feel
that
like
mean?
I feel like this gets this gets. A
So
little
does this
confusing.
mean that you cannot use your land to play, like to cast? What does that mean?
See, I feel like that says, and I'm not saying this to help me out. I'm
That
just
you
saying
can't
that
put
you
a
can't
land
play,
card on
and
the.
you can't put a land card down.
Okay. Can we get a clarification?
It means T can't put any
Put lands from his hand.
That's
Okay.
what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay. What
See,
T
this,
said.
This type of wording can really make Magic the Gathering tough.
Yeah.
But it means that I can't play a land card, but I didn't play a land card.
Okay. Fine. I'm still gonna cast it regardless, even though, because now everyone knows I want to cast it, right? It's fine.
All right.
And I get to draw a card too. It also says I get to draw a card.
Okay.
Is it rare? No, it's a common card. It's a common.
Honestly, with as old as the cards she's using, these are all rare cards. Okay, you were saying what?
It says, hold on. There we go.
There
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
there you go. That's
Target
powerful.
player can't play land. Yeah, that's actually.
So you
like
can't,
land
yeah,
land.
so you can't play a land card if
Yeah,
you got any
right.
in your hand, by the way.
So I didn't have any land in my card. Land in
That's
my
okay.
hands.
But I get to draw a card, which is,
You get to draw a card. Yes.
that's
Draw a
good.
card, and that will do it. That will do it for me.
Okay.
Yes, it is, Mike. That is powerful.
Mhm.
So but that also brings up a good question. Playing the instant, does that mean that before? I'm assuming that if I had played a land card, then you would have been able to say,
Don't
"Hold
play
up,
that
I'm
land
playing
card."
this."
Yeah,
Don't play
that's
that
it.
land
That's
card.
it. That's it. That's it. You got it. You got it.
Makes
You
sense.
got it.
All right.
Instance stops play whenever they are played, if I recall correctly, is what Irrationally Rational says. Okay.
That makes sense.
I am
All right.
untapping all my lands and my little creatures.
Yep.
Okay. Let me look at my cards here. I am drawing a card. Okay. That's not bad. I'm going to play a land. We have lots of land here. I need one of my big creatures to come out.
Yeah. Whoops. That was the wrong thing to play. Whoops. That was not. What I
Instance
wanted.
can interrupt any phase of play, says Mira. You playing that land, I will play this instant prevents you from doing okay, got it. But you can play, but I played a long time ago. Rules have been tweaked now. Yeah, that's okay, let me tell you why I stopped playing Magic. Because every time they came out with like a new deck and they would have new specialty rules for that specific deck, it was really confusing for me. I didn't know how to keep up with that essentially.
I think it was confusing for a lot of people.
So that's kind of
And
why I fell off.
I think one of the things at least what I'm seeing, when people are doing what they're doing now, is they are either coming up with there's still like, you know, like there's certain mechanics for Tarkir and certain mechanics for Duskmourn and certain mechanics, but they're making them simpler to figure out. Like for example, one of the big mechanics of Duskmourn, which you haven't seen yet in this deck. This is one of my I call this deck Black and Blue. I call this one the Bruiser. Although right now I'm barely hanging on. But there's a mechanic in Duskmourn called a room, and it's actually 2 cards you play, but you only unlock 1 room. And then when you unlock the second part of the room, that means you have 2 cards that you can invoke at any time. It's a really wild enchantment. But yeah, I think they've stopped making like really insane. I think they've stopped making really insane rules, and now they're just doing little tweaks here and there.
Yeah. See, that's easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much easier.
So.
All right. What you got coming next?
Okay. So I'm gonna make my 2 little creatures attack here, and I'm assuming your creatures are gonna defend, right?
Yeah, I can block with 2. Oh, yeah, I can block. Yeah, I can block with these 2. Yeah, I can block with these 2, and it takes both of them out. So, boom.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these guys die too.
No, I don't think so, because the one that's got a defense of 2 dies. That has 2 dies. This other one blocked, but he can only block for 1. He still blocks, but
So why don't my creatures die?
Because you said both of them have defense of 2, right? Oh wait, have power of 2, right?
Power of 2 for both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. This one blocks. This one has 2/2, so they cancel each other out. This one blocks. He only has a defense of 1. So one of your 2/2 characters, one of your 2/2 creatures should remain.
Oh, so the 2/1 should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we got that right, chat?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Make sure to check us on that. Make sure to check us on that. Okay.
You good to go?
I think so. As long as chat says, yeah, that sounds copacetic. T needs to declare which creature blocked what.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So basically, in a nutshell, both are blocking, but they both had there was one that was 2/1, there was another one that was 2/2, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, the 2/2 is blocked by this guy, and he's got 2/2, so he's blocked. Then there's your 2/1, which was blocked by this 1/1. And this guy dies, but your guy remains because he has a power of 2. He had a defense of 1, so he's eliminated. That guy stays.
What Mira said. I think is true. Right, a 2/2 and a 2/1 blocked by a 2/2 and a 1/1. They all die. That's what I thought.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't mistaken. I'm mistaken. I am still working out which ones survive and which ones don't.
Because here's the reason why, right? Let's say the 2/2 defended this one. Then they're both going to die because my defense is...
Yeah.
Right. They're going to cancel each other out. And then the 1/1, because this has a defense of 1. That's why this one gets killed as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought it's the attack versus the defense. So if it's attack versus defense, 2/1, 1's out. The 2 is not necessarily canceled out. Have I got that right?
The only way the 2/1 would live is if they have first strike.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And
We're
how you
all
doing there,
done.
Cobalt? Okay.
We're all finished. We're all done.
I've reset. I've reset. I'm drawing. Please. No.
Y'all are doing great. We're doing great. We're doing great.
All right. I'm tapping two mana here. And I'm bringing in a Vengeful Blood Witch.
Wait, can we
Vampire
pause? Wait, can we pause real quick?
We can pause. Yeah, we can pause.
Okay, can I counter that target creature spell with an instant?
You should be able to, yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to do that, please. Thanks.
Which is what?
Counter target creature spell means it just goes back
Yeah.
to your hand, right?
I guess so. That's what a counter of this would be.
Yeah.
It's not kill the creature.
No, it's not kill the creature. It just means
right,
go back to
you're-
your hand. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Well then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to play 2 mana again.
Right?
And
There's
I'm returning my reassembling
Oh, it says
skeleton.
Mike says it fizzles the spell, which goes into the graveyard. The effect doesn't go through. It consumes the mana. If you're summoning and you get countered, it disregards that played card and it gets discarded, is what chat says.
Oh, so you're saying it doesn't go to my hand; it goes into the graveyard.
That's what they're saying.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm still playing the 2 mana, and I'm bringing back in my reassembling skeleton from the graveyard because I can, for that 2 mana, I can return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Okay. It's cool.
So he's coming back. He's coming back. That is all that I can do at this point.
Okay. Okay.
I'm hanging in there with 4 points, but I'm hanging in there.
We're hanging in there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm untapping these manas. Untapping. Hi, Rex. Hello.
And good evening,
Welcome. Welcome,
Good
Rex.
evening, Rex.
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Oh, Rex was playing Oblivion. Oh, I hope you had fun. We're T Monster and I are doing a co-stream here, and we're playing Magic: The Gathering.
Oh yeah.
And it's been really fun so far. T is a good sport.
Oh.
T is dealing with all of my nonsense today. And we're having a good
Nonsense.
time. We're having a good
Okay,
time.
so Ash, I want you to take this nonsense between the two of us, make it with 4 people. That's what it's like when we play Magic with the boys. Okay, it really is. It's just. I know we have called Thor a Bond villain at least 4 times in one game.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
At one time, I remember Mike said to me, "T, don't anger the Thor. Don't anger the Thor."
Oh my gosh. Hi, Brad. Okay, I'm going to draw a card.
That's true. That is true, Brad. Okay.
Oh,
Ash just has to deal with mine.
that is really mean.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
We got to work on that poker face of yours, Ash.
Hold on. Let me read what this says here.
Whoa. Excuse me a second.
Oof. Good golly. Okay.
Dying over here.
All right. We're going to cast a mountain.
Right.
And,
As you do.
let me look at your... Hi, Rex Bellator. Hello. Oblivion is going great. I'm following your footsteps doing the Knights of the Nine. Let's go. That's awesome. Ash, did you build your deck? Yes, I did. I did build my deck.
She doesn't remember when, but she did.
I don't
build it.
remember when, but it was a time. It was a time. I think I was really like researching how to build a deck because I felt like my weakest part of me was understanding how to get the cards to work together.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, once you figure that out, once you figure out the build,
mhm.
and once you've got a build that kind of feeds itself, then yeah, you can come up with some brutal stuff.
Half of it is mean nonsense, exactly. I'm just looking at your cards there. You got 2 creatures, right?
I have 2 creatures. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Hi, Eepy. Okay, so I can't do anything right now that I
All
want to
right.
do, so we're just gonna hang out right here. We're just gonna hang out.
Fair enough.
But we still got our little wall here to defend us if
Yeah.
we need it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh. Ooh. All right.
Let me Mike or Mira or whoever wants to answer this question. If I do a counter spell, does the counter spell can the counter spell only counter a spell when it is immediately being cast, or can it counter something that's already on the playing field? I'm thinking only when it is being cast.
Is it the way it depends on the type of spell.
It's an
I mean,
instant.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that if it's an instant, you should be able. Yeah. If it's an
cast.
instant,
Only.
you should be able to cast it. If it's an enchantment, you have to be able to remove the enchantment.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Okay,
that
okay.
should ask
Okay.
an answer.
Okay. We're good.
All right. So I'm tapping 2 mana and adding a swamp to that mana. And I am bringing in an appendage amalgam. It is an enchantment creature and it's horror. It has flash, and whenever appendage amalgam attacks, I surveil 1, which means I look at the top of my top card of my library, and I may put that into my graveyard.
Interesting.
So
What kind
it's,
of card
it's
is that?
This is an enchantment creature, and it's horror. And it's got flash, which I'm gonna have to pull up my old man flashlight. Siri, turn on my flashlight. Flash allows me to cast spells at an instant speed, which I don't know if that means.
That means you can play a spell as an instant.
Yeah, I should be able to play it as an instant, which means if I want to, I can attack for 3, which I am. I'm gonna attack. I know it's late. My darling. We're Ash is not being kind. Ash is not.
Oops.
Pip, Ash
It's
is
my
not being
it's
nice
my
to me.
fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you hear that? Pip said, "Oh, as you were." As you were. Pip, did you bring me
Oh,
Doritos?
am I keeping you too long? I'm sorry.
No. But hang on. This shows you what kind of a friend I am. Come here, Dorito.
Oh, destroy and Yarbin destroy.
It's heavy.
I'm also tapping my last
Oh.
2 mana, and I'm summoning charming creature.
Oh, hi Dorito. Dorito, I love you. Oh.
I have 0-0. I'm 0-0 pretty much. I'm useless.
Oh. That is a legendary creature. Yeah.
They're gathering.
Yeah, I know they're gathering. I know they're all gathering. Hudson and Hicks are back there. I can see them.
Oh.
All right. So I'm attacking for. I'm actually going to attack for 4 points. I'm gonna bring in
Okay.
my shambling, my reassembling skeleton. So I'm
Okay,
attacking
what's the attack on both of them? Two. Each one has 2
we got,
attack.
we have 3/2 here for the one that I'm using with flash, and I got 1/1 for the skeleton.
Okay, so the wall of stone is gonna defend against the 3/2.
Got it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take the 1 damage.
Okay.
All right. We live to
All
see another day. All right.
Yes, it was a voice changer. It was a voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever I go to the cats, it's
This is for the cats.
so that's what I do.
Where the treats? They need treats back here.
The treats are right over there, honey.
Okay.
Treats are right over there.
All right. We have nothing to tap.
Yeah, right there in that box. Yes. Nothing to
Not-
attack?
Nothing to tap. Nothing to tap.
Nothing to tap. Okay.
We're gonna draw ourselves a card.
This has been a hard game, chat. But then
Okay.
again, when I saw the collection, I said, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm being hustled by Fast Eddie." Oh, this is this is tough, man. This is tough.
Okay, can you tell me how many health points you have?
I have cuatro. I have 4.
4. Can you
4.
tell me how many points that creature has on the battlefield?
I have a defend. I have a creature I can defend for 4 points.
So the defense is 4.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The defense is 3.
The defense is 3. And what's
Yep.
the defense on the one in the combat zone?
Well, I don't know if I can defend with him.
No,
I
but
can't
I just
defend
want to
with him
know.
with that. Oh, this is a 1/1.
1-1.
This is a
Okay,
1-1.
great. Okay, so right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cast a card called Shock. And
Oh, wait.
Shock deals 2 damage to target creature or player. And I'm gonna charge
What does it
2.
do? It shock, and it does what now? It does what?
Shock deals 2 damage to target creature or player. So
Okay.
that's 2 damage to you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, thank you.
Zap.
And that's 1 mountain. We're gonna tap for that. And that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Oh, Brad, you think Ash has a tell, huh? I can tell. You know, if you want to know what the tell is when you play any game with Ash, it's like, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, and that's where you're just like, brace for impact, brace for impact. Okay, here we go.
right.
I'm untapped. Whew. Oh my god, this has been a good game. By the way, the thing you saw with my deck here, I forgot that the appendage amalgam, when I attack with it, I can surveil 1 and move. I have the option of either putting that card back on top of the deck or putting it at the bottom of the deck. I chose to put it at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I've reset everything.
Okay.
Say a quick prayer to the gods. It is not what I needed. But it's a good one. Right. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to tap 2 and bring in this Baelmurk Leech. The special ability he has does not apply at present, so don't have to worry about it. It does 2/2 damage. I was just gonna say that's one of the advantages. I was gonna say, Ash, one of the advantages of playing on spell table is you can click on any of the cards that are on my screen.
Yeah.
It will pop up on the side. It's real.
Yeah.
It's a cool feature.
No, I love that. There's an overlay for that on Twitch as well.
Really?
Yes. So if we're doing Magic the Gathering Arena, there's a widget that you can add to your overlay that works on Twitch. And when
nice.
viewers watch, they can click all of the cards and see what they do. It's
That's
really cool.
That's very cool. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm also going to tap. I'm going to spend 2 mana here. I'm going to tap this card. You lose a life.
1 life. Okay.
1 life. Which takes you down to
7.
7. And F it. I'm going to attack for 1.
You're gonna attack for 1.
I'm going to attack for 1. That's all I got.
Okay. I'm gonna use my Wall of Stone to defend.
Okay. So, booyah. And he goes.
No. It's 0-8. It doesn't
Oh,
die.
0-8.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't die.
Yeah, it doesn't die. It's just I don't take the damage.
It just don't take that damage.
Yeah.
And that will do it. That
Okay.
will do it.
Okay. So we're gonna untap our mountain.
Oh, it is getting
Okay.
late.
Oh yeah, it is pretty late. Sorry. I'm
Didn't realize it was
sorry.
that late for me. Wow. No. Hey, look. This is the nature of Magic. This is the nature of Magic.
Yeah.
I'm hanging in there. That
Okay.
is what I'm telling myself.
I'm
hanging in
sure
there.
we'll be done pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna draw our card.
It's better to be the last time I play with you because damn, this has been fun.
Yeah,
This
this
has
has
been
been great. This has
been
been
a great
great. Um,
It
That's all I
does,
got.
Mike. It really does.
that's all I got. That's all I got.
And I'm a fine brioche right now. I'm a fine brioche right now, Brad. A fine brioche.
That's all I got right now.
That's all you got?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm in dire need of some cards.
All right. Okay. We'll draw this. Oh, that sucks balls. Okay. And going for broke again. I'm attacking with a 2/2 and a 1/1, so that's three total.
Okay, so Wall of Stone will defend against the 2/2, and I'll take
Right.
1 damage.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
That will do it.
Okay.
That's my go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I wish I could say this is a rally, but I'm not counting on it.
Okay, we're gonna draw a card here.
There we go.
Oh my
Man,
God,
I thought we were
yo.
friends, Mike. I thought we were friends, Mike. I see how it is.
I have a bunch of cards that do very similar things that I don't need right now. That is all I can do. Go ahead. It's your turn.
T, I'm trying to help you. Yeah, okay,
Uh.
whatever. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, I can. All right, you know what?
You can relate.
I can relate, but I will give you my relation at the end of this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm playing Swamp. Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna go on ahead and tap 2. I'm gonna make you lose a life,
Okay.
and I'm attacking for 3.
Okay. So we're gonna defend against the one that's 2/2, and then I'll take 1 more damage.
Okay.
Okay. It's like a oh God. Okay.
Oh my god!
All right. Here we go, chat. I'm gonna draw a card. Fudge. This is not good. What happens if I start to get more than 7 cards? What do I
You gotta
do?
discard 1. You gotta
Discard one. Okay, that's fine. So if I have 6 cards, I'm fine. But 7 is where I
Yes.
gotta discard.
Yep, 7 is the max. So if you got 8
7 is the
cards, you gotta
max.
ditch 1. Yep.
All right, that's it. That's all I can do.
No, I get it. The wall is working against me. All right. So I just lost my. Oh, wait a minute. I think we can. I'll get that. You should still see my cards. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can still see your cards.
Okay. Tapping 2 mana. You take a hit. You take a
Okay.
life. Attacking for 3. Let me guess. You're gonna defend here,
And
you're
then
gonna
yeah,
take 1.
yeah. Now we're even. Now we both have 2 health.
We both have 2 points. Oh my god.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Okay. Please let me get something interesting. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna draw a card here.
Here we go, chat.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast 1 mountain. We're gonna
Yeah.
cast Raging Goblin, which Raging Goblin is a 1/1 creature. Unaffected by summoning sickness.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
And I'm gonna put Raging Goblin to attack.
And how much damage does he do?
Raging Goblin is 1/1. Raging Goblin is unaffected by summoning sickness.
And I've already tapped this, so I'm down to 1 point.
Okay.
Is that all you can do?
That's all I can do.
Chat, I don't know how I pulled this off, but I think here we go. Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Sweating.
Wow. Okay. Paying the 2 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Paying the 2 mana. tapping my wall. You take a life off.
Okay, I'm at 1.
I am tapping 2 swamp. I'm tapping 3 mana, 2 mana, and a swamp. I am bringing in a vampire spawn. When this creature enters, the opponent loses 2 life, and I
No. Counter spell. No. Counter that spell. No.
Do you have the mana to do that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Play it.
Play.
And now. I go in for 3.
You go in for
And
3.
I guess you're gonna block. You're gonna block with your wall this 2/2.
Right. And then the 1/1.
The 1/1. is
Raging
blocked by
Goblin
him.
is blocked. So they both die.
They're both up. But not yet. We're not done yet.
Okay.
I play these 2 mana. I bring this skeleton back in.
Oh my god.
and
But it
then
can't
I go.
can it do anything?
That's all I can do.
Okay,
That's
okay.
all I can do right now. That's all I can do right now.
Is my entire hand counter? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
This is a game for the ages.
This
I'm
is
gonna
a
save
game.
this
This is a game.
This is a game, chat.
All right. We untap the lands. We untap the land. We're both at 1.
I don't
Woo.
hear no bell. I don't hear no bell, Nick. I don't hear no bell.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna draw a card.
At this point, man. Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god. Oh. I just.
Break it to me gently.
No, it's nothing. There's no. I could cast this, but I don't know how good it's gonna do. You know.
Right. Okay. So,
I think you got this one, T. I think you won.
are you going? Is that your? Are you done?
No. I'm gonna play this card.
Are you gonna play the
But-
card? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
play the card.
All right.
Trained Org. It's a 6/6 creature.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
So-
but that's summoning sickness. Does it have
Right.
summoning-
1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all tapped. And that's all I can do.
Resetting. All right. Ash, you have one, correct? You have 1
I have
mana.
1.
I am playing my 2 mana. I am tapping this card. You lose a life.
Oh man. Wait, I can't use counterspell against that, right?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
That's the one and
That's
done.
it. That's it. You won.
Woo! Oh my god.
That's what I had, chat. Look, I had destroy an artifact, counter instant sorcery, counter spell. That's what I had left. I needed this. I needed this trained org last round. I needed
So,
that last round.
So here's what I had.
That was a good game. Wait,
I-
shake. That was good
Oh,
game.
shake,
Good game.
absolutely,
Good game.
absolutely.
Good game.
Now,
That was really
here
fun.
Here was no. This was great. Please tell me we can do this again. Here's what I was dealing with. You notice I have 5 cards in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, 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 blue. If you recall, I had shit ton of mana, but it was all
swamp.
And the thing is, I have blue mana in here, and I'm just gonna check. Swamp. There it is.
Yeah.
My first island card, and I couldn't do anything with this. And I had I had 2/1 flying. I had another flying creature here, which your wall would not have defended against because these were flying creatures.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get to any of them because I was getting nothing but swamp mana.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, how many blue am I running? I know I'm running at least equal to. It was the shuffle. It was the shuffle, Mike. If there is something that Magic has taught me, apart from it ain't over until it's over, it's sometimes you can have a deck. Like I said, I call this one. It's black and blue, so it's the Bruiser. But you could shuffle it once and just decimate a person.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can shuffle it again and not get anything to help you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
about the cards. It's all
Yeah.
about the cards that's in there.
Yeah,
Oh my
Steve,
God.
have a good night.
Good night, Steve. Thanks for hanging out, man.
This was the card I needed. Blaze. Deal X damage. I needed Blaze. Or I
mean,
needed...
I had so many of these little monsters just waiting to go, but they were all blue, and I'm like, you're killing me, Gabe. You're
Yeah.
killing me.
I needed
But that was-
lightning blast, deal 4 damage.
Oh my
Lava
God.
axe, deal 5 damage. All my goblins were on the bottom. Shock. This is basically like an instant, Oh, I had an ice wall in there.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, Vizardrix was in here. Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was good.
Fun.
That was good. No, that was really well played, T. That was
Right down the
awesome.
wire.
Yeah.
Right down the friggin' wire. I mean,
Yeah.
all I can think of was like, I just said, if I can just make it to the next round, all I have to do is pay the mana and take away her 1 life.
I know.
And I was like, oh dear God, please get me there.
That was good. That was good.
Woo! Okay. And on that note, everybody, I think I'm gonna go downstairs, give myself a little meditation in Supernatural, and call it a night. I'm
Yeah.
sure Ash is gonna do something.
Yeah.
'cause,
No. I
Garrett-
gotta go. I have had maybe 4 hours of sleep, so let's just find
Got it.
someone nice to raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got the pick of the litter if you really want to know. There is. I'm actually thinking. A Trey or Deer. Deer's playing Dead by
Oh.
Daylight.
I'd love to
and then
raid
A-Tray.
A-Tray.
Let's raid A Trey.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Chat, did you have fun?
I
Should
hope
we do
so,
this
chat.
again?
Because I would love to do this again, everybody.
Yeah.
I really hope we can do this again because that was so much freaking fun.
Yeah.
We will set up something definitely for next week, Ash. If you've got time, I'll make the time. We'll get the audio perfect. We'll we know how to get Stream Together going.
Yeah.
We know how to get Stream Together going.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was awesome. Thanks for letting me show off my cards too. Sorry for being late. Thank you for,
That surpassed all of my expectations.
that was good. That was good.
I can't wait to just turn that into a massive clip and then say, I need to study this game because this game is definitive right here. This is definitive on why you never give up.
I forgot about how good I was at building a deck, and that was really magical. That was really good.
Tight deck.
Yeah.
You gotta come up with a name for that deck.
Yeah, it's a blue-red, and it's a lot of, it's aggressive with the goblins and the monsters, but it's also defensive with the unsummons. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll brainstorm some names with you. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
go raid
A
A
train.
Train.
Let me put that in. Let me put that in the raid. Raid.
All right, I'm about to drop it in. So see you
A.
over there.
Okay, bye.
Whew.
All right. I'm going to hang up the stream together call.
Okay.
And no, that was awesome. Blue red is often counter burn. Yeah. Okay, chat. Thank you so much. That was really fun. I'm glad that we got to do that. I have to make like a nice little setup. Yeah, I'm done, George. I have to make a nice little setup here. Nearly purple rain. Oh, that's so good. I love that. All right, we're gonna go raid A Tray. I'll see you all over there. I'm gonna go get some rest. I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Don't forget to tell your friends Ash said hi. Bye, everyone.